Into the game, which will be Ash Sarabi versus Too Sexy for You. Do you want to do the first introduction or shall I go ahead?
You can go ahead with the first one.
Then in the 1 o'clock position, in the color pink, playing as Protoss, we got Too Sexy for You. And in the 7 o'clock position, in the color olive, playing as Terran, we got Ash Sarabi. Do you know either of the players?
Actually, I don't know either of the players. I only know the Ash clan is very old school, and Sarabi, being in Ash clan, he has access to some very strong people who you can learn from. So only this is familiar. And Too Sexy for You, I don't know. Maybe it's a new player. Oops.
Yeah, do you know what I was not supposed to do?
Click the lurker X.
Click Lurker X, and what did I do? I clicked the Lurker X.
Oh, I see. Yeah, god damn it. Blizzard.
So, we're going to have to restart this. We're also going to have to thank Mr. Blizzard.
Yeah, let me Alt F4 because I still see this waiting for disconnect message. Couldn't skip it. 1 second. Currently on Asia server there is no such a thing because there is a different patch.
Yeah, it's just a case of Blizzard taking great care of their games.
Yeah, let me join. Yeah, should be there. Yeah, this situation is like ridiculous. It's been many weeks and nothing is happening. No communication at all regarding this.
Yeah, I mean, like, we also have this new bug, this flying SUV bug. Like bug, it's a feature, it's fucking StarCraft.
It's a remastered feature.
Ah, it's a remastered feature.
It was not in the original game client 1.16, so it's something that was added since remastered, which is strange. Somebody tested it and I heard from them then, or read on Team Liquid, I don't remember, that there wasn't the case before.
Yeah, it's really... It's just...
So far we see Probe going for gas steal, right?
Oh yeah, that should be a gas steal, you're correct. Which means that Sarabi will... No, Too Sexy for You, the Protoss player, will probably build a Zealot once his gateway finishes, and we're going to see And we're going to see some cool Zealot versus SCV and Marine Micro.
Oh yeah, I always like to see that the micro-based early game from Protoss player. Very exciting thing to watch, but not so exciting to play against as a Terran, I assume.
Or maybe we're not going to see a Zealot and you just want to steal the gas.
Right. By the way, SK is in the chat. Hello. We played a lot on CPL. I think every season we get matched in preseason or something like that. Oh my god.
There wasn't... I didn't click the...
You know what? Maybe just try Asia region and patch again for replay cast. I think replays should work, right? With a different version. So we can...
Yeah, wait 1 second. This was... No, Blizzard, I don't want to host bottleneck. Just join and I will refrain from like randomly doing drag box select. I mean, that is the big problem when you normally play like at like 170 APM and then you have to be like still for the replay, but my head is like click, 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 click. It's fucking StarCraft. You have to click.
Yeah, I think that's why in Korea they have professional observers. So
Yeah.
players could not watch and click everywhere chaotically.
Okay, here we go again.
Yeah, I'll be watching using keyboard only because now I'm afraid to click as well.
So the assimilator's up. We got 3 SCVs and a Marine on the assimilator. We got this really nice wall in, which I've seen some Terrans do. Not wall in, but like SimCity. We got an engineering bay, which will deny the Nexus.
Yeah, finally the gas is taken down. Terran can finally take his own gas. Now preparing for command center, I think. There was the eBay block. CV was scouting everything from Too Sexy For You, and they have pretty good knowledge of what each other is doing.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty standard game at the moment. Dragoon Range is coming up. This will be a 26 Nexus, I assume. So nothing really out of the ordinary, although this was a barracks expand, which is, however, since the gas was stolen, it's pretty normal, I assume.
Right, there is a Dragoon Range almost done. Oh, interesting bay block at the 3rd. Now 2 Dragoons are going to deny the eBay. Already our Terran player is being somewhat aggressive, somewhat annoying, not our usual macro Terran player who just sits there.
The Protoss isn't expanding. And I think
Okay.
Ash Sarabi didn't see because he built an eBay at the 3rd, which is also kind of weird, I think. Like, why would you do this? I'm not completely sure. Like, by the time that the Protoss takes his or her 3rd, you'd assume that they have like at least 5 Dragoons, if not more, and then they can just kill the eBay in seconds and not really delay the Nexus.
Yeah, we'll see. Now 3 Dragoons are going to move out and attack this frontal bunker as usual. Or not. Just trying
No,
to,
no,
yeah,
he will.
now moving in.
Oh, but he has to move back a bit.
Yeah, so far so good, only shields were taking a bit. Siege is on the way. Now Terran has to play this repair game and out-repair Dragoons, and he's not microing. Bunker
yeah.
can go down.
Because
Finally,
they repaired to
another
100% and then they had to like pull back and stuff.
Yeah, so ideally you should have one SCV per Dragoon with this repair, I believe. And because the bunker was so low, I think Terran player panicked. Oh my god! He's playing with fire. He just... maybe he's doing it intentionally to provoke Protoss player, I don't know. Because it was so close. All the time. Oh my god, and now there was just...
Oh, they will just run by because there's too many Dragoons.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is GG, I think.
Oh, but there's
To
a
be
drill.
honest.
That was a nice drill, but...
Yes, 2 Dragoons against 1 tank. I called it too early. But there are more goons coming. It's very hard to stop at this point because
yeah.
it's very chaotic. You need to be precise with the CV block and not lose tank is one thing that's going well for Terran here. Keeping this tank safe, it's very important. Now the second tank is out and this can be saving grace for our Terran player.
Yeah.
Protoss can still damage this command center, but he cannot push further. And now with second tank sieged, now I don't know why he doesn't siege it. Maybe it was out of range or mispick. It should be repelled, and you can lift command center and maybe try to repair it a bit more. But with 3 tanks, you can just A-click those goons almost.
Yeah. I think that he was trying to like move the tank into siege range to get the goons, but... And now he's losing his CC and... Yeah, this is suddenly looking really good for the Protoss player.
Yeah. Now, was this CC? Oh yeah, he didn't save it.
Yeah, it was
It
killed.
was very close.
And we got 5 more goons coming into the natural, kill the Marine.
Yeah, at this point Protoss is just all in with this. Oh no.
Not really, no. He
Not
has
really.
a natural and he has a third.
Yeah.
And
My bad. So yeah, then it's very good trade still. Denying the second base from the Terran.
and he's getting 2 more tanks. 3 more tanks because they're not sieged.
Yeah.
4 more tanks.
So many goons.
Yeah.
Cannot
I
defend.
believe this is over.
Yeah, I don't know much about TVP, but it looked like an all-in start from a Protoss player, and then it wasn't even an all-in, and then doing such damage, having 3 base, like having 2 more bases behind this, it's just crazy. How much you can afford.
Yeah, it was a very aggressive start, definitely. Against who did he play again? Ah, yeah, Too Sexy For You. And from there, like, the Protoss did the damage that he had to do, and yeah, then he could just expand.
Yeah, very good build and very technical build. I think at CPL it's very hard to stop with usual Terran builds. You need to be precise. .4402 was in the chat. I remember we casted his games before.
Yeah, definitely. That
Thank
was
you
2
for
weeks
joining
ago.
in.
So, we're casting Edgar and Poe.
Was that, by the way, the real name?
Uh, that's a good question, actually. Wait, it's a Protoss player? It could be Too Sexy For You. It could be Amy Seraph.
All right, we don't know. Let me do the introduction this time.
Yeah, you do.
So in the top right-hand corner in magenta, it's unknown Protoss Edgar Allan Poe, and in the bottom left-hand corner, in a dark blue color, it's our well-known Zerg Masushi, and we'll see how this game goes. Now this is ZVP. I know something at least about this matchup since I play Zerg and can be easier, like more understandable to watch maybe. There's the pylon that goes for our Protoss player, not one base play, starting with the expansion build. And there's the gateway very close to this egg that you should not click.
Yeah. And this was... Oh yeah, that was a normal overpull. And Protoss player is scouting, so he will get to delay the hatchery probably. Which is really annoying. Let's see. Oh, he's...
This is nice. So
yeah.
Masushi pulled the drone very early, I think, even for the usual pull timing.
Yeah,
and hid it before Probe went there. So very nice move. I like this as a Zerg player. And I did it sometimes, and yeah, it works like magic.
Yeah, that was a very cute move. Overlord is about to... Overlord will see the first Zealot come out. Let's see. And 4 Zerglings are coming out, so everything's going fine for Masushi. Edgar Allan Poe, I think it's... yeah, 4 Zerglings coming out for Masushi.
Right, and he didn't skip those early Zerglings, even starting with overpull. Sometimes you go 2 drones first, and then just 1 set of links. He's not going to risk it, denied scouting by the Protoss player, and he's ready for this early Zealot pressure. At least was ready. Now there's 2 Zealots, and I don't know when they will move out, if ever.
The drone did go up a bit too much for Masushi, but he realized, and he's now going to the normal 3rd spot. Sect hatchery's up, everything's going fine. Masushi, Edgar Allan Poe did go... Was it Nexus first or Forge first? I think it was Nexus first, right?
Didn't catch the Nexus timing. Unfortunately, I was looking at the Zerg base and wondering what's up with early gas, but not mining gas, and then he started mining after the 3rd base. So Masushi doing some unusual builds that I didn't see, and I think it's fine. It's working fine for him, especially if it's gateway first. You can expect that Protoss have cybernetics core later on than if it were Forge opening.
Yeah, this is still... Okay, they have the lair. There's really not much going on right now. I think Edgar Allan Poe did probably skip a Zealot. I think you should have more if you're going gate first. So he didn't build like constant Zealots.
Right, and I think this is a missed opportunity. You cannot let the Zerg do whatever he wants to do, even though it was early pool opening. Still, you need to apply some pressure. Even moving out with some Zealots forces Zerg to make links and not drones. Maybe he knows something about Masushi, because Masushi is going to speedlink bust.
No, that's just... No, that's just a few Zerglings that he did, because it's gate first, and like... Protoss, like if Edgar Allan Poe would have like produced a lot of... Like, if he would have constantly produced Zealots, Like, he could have least, like, I think 2 more, and then you would need 18... You would need about 18 circlings to stop it.
Yeah, right. Now the Corsair is on the way to see the usual things. I don't know why I thought it was fiddling, because layer was already done. Yeah, it's normal
Yeah.
speed timing.
Hydralisk thing is coming up before the 5th hatchery. So this might be some kind of weird forage Hydra build with the Spire.
Yeah, either then as early.
Yeah, this
The
is...
Corsair should see it soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Hydra speed, but this is kinda... Okay, that's the 5th hatchery. 5th hatchery after the Hydra then and Evolution Chamber. Interesting.
Unusual wall, but I think it still can work well to block the zealots.
The big problem is that there's like no Sim city at the 3rd, so the zealots will have an easy time to get in here. Edgar and Post is walking out without +1 attack. So
Yeah, he saw that 3rd base is not very well blocked, and now he can try to push in there. But Masushi, you see, also realizing that, seeing the zealots moving out, he knows where they will go. Will he have Sunken's in time?
yeah, that's kind of an overreaction. Like, those are +0 zealots. You don't need to make 2 songs for this. More Hydralisk coming out. Did Masushi build Scourge? Did he kill a Corsair? No, he didn't kill a Corsair. So Masushi didn't build any Scourge. He didn't kill the Corsair. He didn't see what the Protoss is up in his main base. Because you can scout with the Scourge, right? If you build them.
Usually you do, because why else you have Spire that early? You need Scourge to scout, or then maybe transition to Mutus or start with Mutus, depending on what you see. It's an early storm, I think, or is it normal timing?
No. That's pretty normal. It's also an impressive gateway count. That is 8 gateways. That usually heralds like a more 2-base style strategy where the Protoss moves out at around... Oh no, this could be a 9:30 move out.
Now there are the Scourge scouting the main base of Protoss player. Sees the gateway count, and this should be pretty like telling that attack is coming soon with that count of gateways. Protoss is not building probes anymore. He stopped at 40. Maybe that's fine.
Yeah, I think
now.
40 probes is about where you can cut if you think you're staying on 2 bases. And now Edgar and Poe is going in, and he has a lot of supply. Masuchi's Sim City isn't that good, so we're going to see what he can do and how the storms are.
And Edgar Allan Poe, realizing that it's better to go to the natural, and there is an army out on the map. But Templars are so behind. If there are any Mutas, they can easily pick them off, and you can fight from there.
Yeah, I mean, you could also have a Hydralisk hit squad on the map. Take 5 Hydra that are tailing the Protoss army, just to maybe snipe a Templar.
Yeah, this is also a very good move. And now Masushi just denied probe on the third base, which is crazy good at this stage. You need this timing to be sharp for your builds, and then you need to send another probe as Protoss player, and this is annoying.
Yeah, but this seems
And
again like this is something that, like, this seems very passive for this kind of build. Like, you go 8 gate, and then like you're basically running around the like Zerg bases, and then you're like pulling back because your whole army, because one Zergling is killing your probe. Like, why?
yeah, this is weird.
Yeah,
I
this
think
was like,
it looks like he's afraid a bit or indecisive with the move outs that he's doing right now. Even before that, he was just seeing the Scourge flying above the army. Maybe Protoss thought it's that Zerg is completely ready for this attack and didn't push the issue.
yeah.
Right now, I like the mixture of units for the Protoss army. It's still a bit Zealot heavy, but there are more and more Dragoons to apply this additional damage from behind and maybe snipe some lurkers and doing things like that. Taking third base. But Zerg was not damaged during the whole game, I think.
Yeah, Zerg didn't lose like any drones yet. To be fair though, Masucci didn't drone really, like he's at 39. That's like kinda in between where I want to be, like I feel like at like 9 minutes. And he should be ready to like take his fourth. He's a bit behind in his build order, I feel, considering that he like didn't have a big battle.
Yeah, and position is pretty good for the Zerg. He's realizing that he should spread his units, take the high ground. Lurker tech is ready. And there are a lot of Zealots, but not enough Lurkers to just easily snipe them all, easily kill them all. Because to deal with that number of Zealots, Lurkers are really great.
Yeah, and Masucci is now going for the Queen's Nest and his second Evo chamber. So he's going to go hard on the upgrades.
Yeah, behind that, he's taking the fourth hatchery. Won't be in time because there is a fight happening in the middle of the map.
Yeah, and Masucci's army is not really into, he's like losing 4 overlords to the Dragoons because of the misready, and his whole army like isn't in position. He's only reacting now, so Edgar Allan Poe.
It's very hard to move units like that.
Yeah, true. But Edgar Allan Poe did get a pretty good trade. How many storms do we still have? This has 200 energy, so still a lot of.
More than enough.
Oh, don't kill all your observers though.
One observer survives. Few more storms. Oh my god. Now,
Yeah, but he did completely crush this Protoss army.
this was not how I thought it would go in the beginning, but maybe the reinforcements that what's changed the tide. And the upgrades are great for the Zerg, +2 already on Hydras, and for the Protoss player it's also +2, so equal upgrades. I think it's kind of okay for the Zerg.
Equal upgrades favor Zerg, actually.
Yeah. So now that Masushi took fourth base behind all of that, helped him, he can now saturate the base and maybe drone up a bit more. I think he's almost respecting Protoss too much by going all units and so few drones.
Yeah, he definitely like.
And
He needs to drone like Edgar.
Diggity raid with. Sorry, Diggity just raided us with 9 viewers. Thank you very much.
Ah,
Diggity.
thank you. Fourth base is coming up for Edgar and Poe, but Masucci does see this, and oh, will he be? Yeah, I think he can snipe the pylon, right? And then everything's unpowered.
Oh, which he did.
The Protoss army is coming though. Oh, that's a nice lurker block.
Yeah, he can additionally block. Even DTs are... Look at how stupid they are. They didn't even reach to the sec. What are they doing?
And like there was... And like he tried to do another lurker block, but it didn't work, so... Edgar and Poe takes his 4th base.
Yeah, I think it's still worth it. So much time wasted there and killed a lot of cannons. I think it's fine.
Yeah. But Masuchi's still pretty low on drones. And now that the Protoss had the 4th base, like he needs a 5th base.
Yeah, and Protoss also kinda low on probes at this stage of the game because he is spreading too thin on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases, but only like it's 2 probes mining at the main, like 3 probes in the natural, you know, it's not optimal spread.
Yeah, that's really not optimal. Protoss is now taking his 5th base. So Masuchi really like has to do something, like he either has to like crush the complete Protoss army and then take a base, like kill a Protoss base, or yes, as I said, take a 5th base. So now that the Protoss is on 5th base, he would have to take a 6th base too.
Right, you can try and deny bases like that, especially with Adrenalinks. He has Hive already, the Zergis, and can just go and deny. Like 3 cannons couldn't stop those links. Those like at the top are not enough, just I think there is 5, 6 links, 7 links anyway. Still not enough, but some more links and they can break, but not now because Protoss saw it and pulls back with the army. In general, in longer games, I prefer still to build more bases because I believe the longer the game goes, as Zerg upgrades scales, it's kind of more and more Zerg favored because you can macro so easily out of all the hatcheries with just couple of clicks, like you select all the larvae and then boom 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 again your full supply, and then fight efficiently with 3-3 and defilers. Now there is attack coming for the 3rd base. I'm not sure I like it.
Yeah, Masuchi is kind of throwing away units.
He didn't know, I think, there was a whole army of
Yeah,
Protoss.
probably.
Yeah, this is so wasteful.
Yeah, you see like his supply dropped like 50 in a few seconds.
This is one way to throw the game. I like the small hydras at a different side to kill the cannons, and moves like that are good, but it's not in this situation.
Yeah. Masuchi is now preparing to take his 5th base. He did also go into the file attack, so we're going to see Dark Swarm pretty soon in Plague. He's getting Nidus channels, which is always nice.
Right. But the thing is that Zerg is behind on bases, and he's now in the... Like, Protoss is in the lead, he's taking the bases, he's already saturating them, and Zerg playing from behind is not something you want.
Yeah.
Now there is an Archon army. Archons joined Protoss army, lots of Archons. It's great for dealing with Hive Zerg, with links especially.
While both players are not doing much, I want to quickly say something. Because there was like talk in the chat that like you took that you could take this base as a Zerg, like the the top left corner with the double gas. And the thing is, you can't spread yourself that thin. If you take this base, you have to like have units in this area, you have to block this area, you have to protect your third, you have to protect the natural. You don't have that many units at
Sorry, there's
that
attack
point.
at the bottom.
Oh, there's an attack at the bottom? Yeah. Dark Swarm, nice. But he lost all of his... Yo, how do the Hydras do damage on the cannon?
Because they are buildings, they're not invincible. So the Dark Swarm doesn't attack buildings.
What? Really?
Yeah, only units.
Holy moly.
I mean, how to say it?
That is insane.
Dark Swarm is not protecting buildings, but it protects units from ranged buildings. Yeah, ranged units can still attack buildings under Swarm, exactly.
I was 1800 and I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and
you learn stuff every day.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Yeah, but the attacks, unfortunately, they didn't amount to much, and now the Protoss is on the counterattack with a max supply army.
And Zorg is attacking the base.
Oh yeah, again.
That he was attacking before, but now there are Reavers. Oh, Reaver died, so... But not enough there. Let's watch the Protoss army instead, because this is where the real battle happens right now. The deciding of the game.
Yeah, and Suchi is probably going to use his fourth base. That was a nice plague, but I believe that this is like a bit little too late. He did go into Mutalisk, which is weird considering that we have like 8 Archons.
Yeah, there's more Archons than those Mutalisks.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Like, I don't see like how you can snipe high Templars with this. Yeah, and now like Edgar and Poe is just exiting across the map.
Well, the Defilers are without mana and you need to micro them.
And yeah, this was
GG.
I think Misuchi just got really outpaced. Like he didn't really scout for the like Protoss bases. And so like he like didn't keep like tabs on the Protoss, and he like never droned really. Oh, now I have to find out.
Somewhere in the mid game, I believe, it's where it happens when Protoss was taken, was up a base, and then Masushi was still staying on kind of low drone count, respecting this huge push from Protoss player. I think because you can also throw the game otherwise when you just double expand and then there is a huge army that you need to deal with from Protoss players, so it's kind of balancing act. But after defending this first attack or just throwing it away, maybe more drones and prevent, like if you see the whole map, you can prevent additional bases or just take yours immediately once you see it. Alright.
It was Seraph, by the way, who played.
Oh, okay.
I should have known by the name. They're like really, really artsy in army. So who the hell would name themselves after a Gothic novel author out of the 19th century, I think?
He's very old, yeah, I'm not sure. Certainly...
I'm pretty sure it's the 19th century.
Yeah.
Anyhow, in the 1 o'clock position, in the color, I think it's bluish gray, we got Misuchi. And in the 5 o'clock position, in the color orange, playing as Protest, we got Too Sexy for US.
For us, maybe.
Yeah, we can't handle his sex appeal.
There is the overlay, by the way.
Oh, the
on
overlay.
screen. People
Yeah,
say you're around,
I'm
thank you.
going to, yeah. But I did change the names this time around, which I didn't last time. I hope.
That's good.
So let's see what we're seeing. Too Sexy for You is going for the normal pylon and is scouting early. Misuchi seems to be going for the normal overpool. Let's look at his minerals.
Yeah, so far it looks like overpool until he puts the pool. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Like the clips is like a bit difficult. Like if you go hedge first, because you can do some really ugly cannon rushes with like how the minerals look at the natural and the gas.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
For sure.
You
If
can
you want to
just-
play safe, you can just go pool first and be safe against cannon rush. And this was early probe scout denying completely the natural expansion,
Yeah.
and Masushi just says,
What? I
don't
didn't
care."
click on the damn egg. I clicked on the gateway.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I couldn't check it on stream because it went dark as well, and I didn't see it for sure. But I trust you.
This is so annoying. Like I clicked on the gateway.
Yeah, at some point we might need to switch on Asia and play
Yeah,
every
true.
tournament there, cast replays there, and never touch Europe again until they fix it.
This is the most terrible stream that I ever had.
So the time is 2 minutes 4 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you're round exactly. If you change the region, and that's what
Yeah,
what
we're
that
going to
what
change it next time.
was all talking about. Yeah.
This is so stupid, like... Okay, so pylon, zerglings, blah blah blah. Natural at the third base because it got blocked by the pylon. Forge expand from the Protoss player, going for 2 photon cannons because that's a lot of zerglings.
Right, and when you go for deny, it usually triggers Zerg to go all Zerglings after that, because he cannot put hatchery where it needs to be. So all the eggs go into Zerglings as a retaliation, like aggressive act. So you can be pretty sure that 2 cannons is what you need.
Yeah, like, which is weird though, like, if you go overpool, shouldn't your Zerglings be like, when you build 4 Zerglings, shouldn't you be able to build a hatchery at the relatively normal timing for your third? Especially if you go gas first?
What is this? I think it was a mistake from the Zerg player. 2 cannons is so many, but still 3 links came through.
I mean, you gotta do something with your links, and like, there's no gateway, so... Those Zerglings
Yeah,
can
this
be
is
annoying.
nice. I think it's more like Protoss not reacting in time and blocking the entrance, because you don't see such brave Zergs who just push 2 cannons still. Push in with 2 cannons. Now, Too Sexy for us is suffering for this. No! Nothing was killed, right? Only deny mining. Let's see. Oh, there's one kill on the Zergling. Yeah, some probes were killed. Maybe the Zergling that died killed as well. 2 probes.
2 probes,
At
yeah.
least.
7 Helix scores are coming up. Lair is also coming up.
Now it's going really well for the Zerg player, I would say, because the worker count is equal at this stage. Zerg is not... Like, he sees everything at Proto space, and he sees the Zealot, keeps being annoying, while Protoss cannot apply any real pressure right now. You know, sometimes what Protoss players likes to do on the ladder, when you run around with the sling, the second Zealot gets into your base. Like, it's not standing like here, like our Protoss player does, defending. It just goes up and kills the drones. This is what I like to see sometimes. It's a nice move because you're so focused on those Zerglings doing damage in the main, then you forget to protect your natural.
Citadel is coming up already. Zergling is still being pretty annoying. Speed just finished. That's pretty good micro by Masuchi, by the way. This is not easy to do.
Oh, for sure, and he didn't float a lot of resources during this time, and he was droning well, and this is admirable.
Yeah. 5th hatchery is coming up, so this time he's doing the more standard build, and it's not going Den and Evo Chamber before his 5th hatchery.
Right now it's looking like a vanilla 5 hatch build, 5 hatch opening at least. Maybe it will be
6 hatch.
We'll see. Yeah, there's the 6th hatch.
So
he had the resources, so yeah.
Yeah. So if he can survive the Zealot move out, which will probably come in about 45 seconds, Masuchi should be in a very good spot. I do wonder, since he went 6 hatch, if he's going for Mutalisks, which I often do see if people go 6 hatch.
I don't know. I think he just has a lot of money. His hatchery was like, you need to spend it. Now he still has a lot of minerals compared to the gas count. He can put 7 hatchery, 8 hatchery, you know, just to spend it.
Yeah, true.
Which is a good thing to do because you can redrone really quickly from this, or make links if you really need to defend something quicker. So yeah, not hurting to have more hatcheries. Oops.
Asia.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, this is
Asia
so dumb.
server.
Like, I wanted to click on the damn hatchery egg to like check if he's droning or building hydras, and then it was like, blop, game down. Sorry,
the patch is really quick as well.
Yeah.
Its downgrade takes like 2 seconds.
Holy.
Or I would say it's an upgrade because this is the downgrade patch.
This is so stupid. I can't even comprehend it.
It's a small indie company with no people working on this game.
Yeah. The small billion-dollar indie company.
Switching the region as well. My only hope is that after like Diablo 2 remaster, they put some people to fix things on SC and Warcraft 3 Reforged. Because if they didn't
You
do
think
it even
Warcraft
after
3
that,
Reforged will get like fixed? Ever?
I hope they at least add ladder, like proper ladder there, like it was before.
Can you see the game?
One sec. What's the gateway? It was Europe after you changed the gateway in
I think I went to Gateway Asia, but my account is still on Europe.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
there you
yeah.
are.
The account, that what I meant. Okay, now it's fine. I also joined with European account.
I mean, Warcraft 3 got a custom ladder now, right? So they had like the Unity members do like their job for them. Let me click on an egg just to check. Wow.
Yeah, you can click now.
Yeah, now I'm going to click on
Safe.
Lurker-X the whole day. Every game I'm going to click on Lurker-X just as a protest action against Blizzard lazy engineering.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for Warcraft 3, it went terrible even at the beginning. They couldn't pull it together.
Yes, so where are we in the game? Predator is at 69 supply, Zerg is at 65, so this is looking really good for Masuchi. And Too Sexy for You's move out is a minute late. Like, this move out should happen at like 7:30. And I don't think that he will find much damage because that's a lot of Hydra, though as I said, the Zealots will try to go up to third, but they're Hydras,
It's perfect block on the ramp.
Yeah.
But now, guess what? He doesn't care, because having so many Hydras in those Zealots so late and all. It was a bit late move out, and the number of Zealots was like the
there's
same.
a DT in the main base. Did get 3 drones, but there was an Overlord.
Nice to keep Overlord over there.
But like right now, Masuchi could actually drone. Okay, he's droning now.
Yeah, there are Templars, and Templars are dangerous. You can still try to push, but it's hard because you need to like measure the storms, and each time there could be new Templar coming out of the gateway, and it's completely all in at some point, unrecoverable, so it's better to drone. I think it's the perfect decision there.
Too Sexy for You is also a bit low on the gateway count, like he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, and is only now getting 6 and 7 at 10 minutes. So that's kind of slow. Masuchi could have droned a bit more, I feel like. This wasn't a full round of drones, like he built like 10.
Yeah, and he needs the lurker upgrade to be finished, because with that army he couldn't contain for much longer. If Protoss moves out even right now... Oh, there's the reinforcement sent. Yeah, that's good. With containing without lurkers against storms, it's so hard.
And the Protoss is about to move out with Dragoon range and a few storms. This is a very nice concave by Too Sexy for You. But that was a big storm. That storm wasn't so big, but that was a huge... Oh my god.
The move out was right before the lurkers, and right now Zerg is lost a lot of units. Pulls back. Oh, there was even lag, I think.
Yeah, I think Too Sexy for You might be from Europe and Masuchi is from the US. Just a guess.
Usually it's still kinda okay latency for me, at least.
Yeah, usually, but you never know what like kind of potato connection people can have.
Yeah, and US also can be different parts, and some parts
Yeah,
may have
indeed.
stronger ping, higher ping. Right now, Lurker upgrade is done, so Zerg is not in immediate danger to be killed, and he is instead keeps the aggression. I'm not sure he can deny the third base. The cannons are almost
Oh,
ready and pushing up the ramp.
cause I got a
What was that?
scourge.
Oh, the
And
Corsair.
another. Wow, that's a lot of. That were two for. That's why our Corsairs.
Oh my god, and the main army is trying to push the third
Yeah.
base. All the lurkers are already dead to those storms. The burrow was not perfect, and now the rest of the Zerg army is getting stormed.
I mean, it's still kind of alright. Like, Masuchi did take his fourth. He is preparing to take his fifth. Could still, like, get, like, 10 more drones. But Masuchi is super fine, I think. Upgrade-wise, it's 10211. That's fine.
Right, but I'm not sure that you can go aggressive at this stage of the game as a Zerg. You need to, like, if he wanted to go for contain early, it's fine, but right now I think you should be defensive because this is the stage of the game, like 30 minutes. It's when Protoss can easily max out and
Yeah.
has this huge death ball army. It's very hard to fight in the middle of the map.
Though, like, 264 us is still on a low gateway count. Fear 5-6. He's on 8 gates at 30 minutes. Oh, and that was a big storm. But the storms are really like... They really do burn through the Protoss army, I feel. Through the Zerg army. And he tried to sandwich, but there was another great storm which killed like all the Hydras.
Nice. And now Zerg army is pushed all the way back. Meanwhile, Protoss was having a bit of resources, now spending all of the money he had, and feeling good for Protoss player.
Oh, I don't know. Like, Zerg is still like 3 supply down on a Protoss. Too sexy for you should have at least like 20 supply more.
He's out of gas for some reason. Maybe he's not mining. Yeah, he's mining with only 2 probes on his natural. I'm not sure. Something is wrong with the gas.
No, I think he's just building a lot of goons and high templars. That's normal that you're short on gas then.
Oh, okay.
And like it's racking up now again, as you can see, because now I took a third gas. So he's also now taking his 4th base. And Masuchi is on 5th, so that's fine for Masuchi. Masuchi is not going up to Hive though. He's very late on his Hive tech.
Yeah, not having Hive tech, it's hard to fight Dragoons with just Lurker, Hydra, and like Templars and Dragoons especially.
He's also kind of low in the Lurker count, I feel. Like, I see 4 Lurker maybe. And he is now going in for an attack at the fort, but I'm not so sure about this though. Too sexy for you is pulling back. Okay, he is giving up his 4th base.
Yeah, this is perfect decision making for this player. I think he needs to defend this small group of Hydra Lurker, and then he can regroup, maybe push back into the natural. But there is Hydras from behind. Oh, nice storms!
Yeah, that was
Oh my
storms.
god. Another storm there.
Oh!
Oh, this is so huge!
Yeah, but Masuchi's killing all of the Protoss army, and like especially losing the goons. That's a lot.
I think he barely should defend this, but then the reinforcements are coming,
Yeah.
and this is just streaming Zerg units on the map that
And there's even a drone with the army.
Yeah, this is just crazy amount of units. You
Yeah,
don't need height.
Yeah, he's just out macroing like too sexy for you. Yeah, I feel like this game should be over momentarily. Like, I don't see
Still
a
hard.
Protoss player coming
Yeah,
back.
there's G.
Yeah, that's the G.
I was going to say it's still hard to like make Protoss leave the game if they really decide to turtle. You cannot push cannons and things like that, but those players are very kind of very good and seasoned. They don't
Yeah.
need it.
So next up is Seraph versus Too Sexy for You. So we're going to have our first mirror of the day, which will be a Protoss mirror.
All right.
Wait, what am I doing? Seraph didn't want to get... I'm totally not at my best today. Like, I'm screwing up the overlay. I had the game crash 3 times. Wait, didn't Masucci lose his first game? Why did I say that he won? And Too Sexy for You won his first game but lost his second. Okay, now everything should be correct again.
People already predict it's 3-gate proxy rush or something like that. PvP can be crazy sometimes, yes. We'll see.
So, next up, Seraph versus Too Sexy for You, again on Eclipse.
And I think it's my turn to do the introduction, so let's
Yeah.
do it. So in the top right hand corner in grayish black, playing as Protoss, it's Too Sexy for You, and then in the bottom left corner in magenta, it's Edgar Allan Poe, also known as MEI Serif, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it him?
It is Seraph.
Looks. All right.
Yeah.
So, PvP. What do you think we will see here?
The big question is if someone is going to go 1 gate or 2 gate. That's the first big divergence that could happen. Also, interesting pylon placement from Seraph. Like, I've never seen this pylon. Like, usually you would build more outside. But I guess this, like, you can drill with this kind of pylon.
Yeah, it's an interesting placement. Never.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes I see it. No, I don't know. But gas mining, I guess it's the same. There was like a myth that you can put some building like under the gas, and then gas mining is it goes
Slightly
faster.
yeah.
Or maybe there were maps like that. So if old school players are in the chat, they can give more info on that. Was it really faster or not?
We got a 2 gate from Seraph, but we got a 1 gate tech from Too Sexy for You. So this is going to be interesting with like Seraph taking the role of the aggressor, while Too Sexy for You has to hold what Seraph will be throwing at him. He will see the 2 gate, and he did queue a Zealot in response.
So as a response to that, I think you can put second gate yourself, or just defend with Goon because it's a tiny ramp here, right? You can just block and defend with Goon.
You could also build a shield battery at the ramp.
Just to be safe.
So we're going to see what Too Sexy For You is going to do. It looks like... It kind of looks like he wants to play the second gate. Yeah, he plays the second gate.
Dragoon is on the way. So 1 Zealot, 1 Dragoon, and he can pull some probes against those 3 Zealots. And like, how important is this scout? Because he saw those Zealots coming. He knows exactly when they'll come and how to prepare, and can close the ramp even before something is happening. But he's not pulling any probes, just 2 units blocking. That might be not enough.
So that's a nice block, like he's splitting the Zealot damage up. Now Sirif is actually focusing the Zealot, and now it's in the base. Let's see how good Too Sexy For You Dragoon micro is. One Zealot is getting into the mineral line though, that's kind of annoying. Oh. 2 Zealots in the mineral line, he has to release probes.
It's very taxing. You need to multitask so well, and to be able to micro Dragoons against Zealots in small numbers.
Yeah.
It's doable, but it's very hard. And Seraph also was not microing for some time, and this Zealot just was killed for free. I think he could have killed a couple more probes if he pulled it to the mineral line. Anyway, Too Sexy For You defended this attack with small losses.
Yeah,
now he should be ahead in tech.
Actually, he isn't. He is behind in drones. Dragoon range will finish for Sirif before it will finish for Too Sexy For You.
Interesting. And then for, like, what is this attack even mean? Do you think there are Zealots or what?
Pardon? What did you say?
Those 4 Dragoons, I'm not sure this attack can work. Like,
No.
why? What was the reasoning behind? Oh, maybe just scouting for the expansion. Yeah, I think that this is nice reason to go there. Because he just defended it barely and then pulled all the units. Okay.
And Sirif is now up 5 probes. So the game is really not looking too bad for Too Sexy For You. Robo was also faster for Sirif and Observatory.
Yeah, now we need to look at the expansion timing and things like that.
Yeah.
Observatory. Yeah, everything is late for our Too Sexy For You. Even though he defended the attack, but the mental damage was done. Not even unit-wise, but screwing up with production, with macro.
Yeah. Let's see. Both observers will be out shortly. No robotic support bay for either player. At this point, Too Sexy For You is expanding, so that's big.
This is something that can help him, but the difference is not that much. Seeing now that Serif also put in his nexus.
Too Sexy For You did catch up in probe though. He's back to 28 to 30. He's like cutting again though, like in the future he should try to watch his pro production, because he seems to have a bit of trouble like keeping it constant. Robo base up though for Too Sexy For You, which isn't up for Sirif. Sirif is skipping on the Reaver. He's pulling more gateways.
What do you think is better? I think he needs to defend. That's why 4 gateways are thrown, right? He thinks all he needs to do is just get production, defend this nexus maybe, and then push in. I don't know.
So Sirius is now going to see what Too Sexy for You is up with his observer. The Reaver is coming out. Too Sexy for You is now walking across the map, which I'm not particularly sure about. Or is he just going to take the high ground? It looks like he just wants to get on the high ground. He will get his observer. Oh, that close, was nearly into range of the observer of Seraph. But now Too Sexy for You also sees what's going on with Seraph's base, who also got a robo support base and is building a Reaver, so both of our
The game looks even so far, and then just Seraph a little bit ahead from this initial attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Reavers are going to join the army, and then some.
Oh, what is
we'll
this
see
probe
shuttles
doing?
soon. Where?
Oh, observer is dying. This is pretty good for Sir. There's a probe from Too Sexy for You, which looks like it's going towards the third. Seraph did also already put a pylon at the third base here, so
It could be also for scouting pylon to
yeah,
deny,
true.
like a shuttle. Yeah. This is the pylon. Oh, 8 is Mollet. Thank you for the raid. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're also getting a forge and a citadel coming in from our Protoss player, and more gateways for Seraph. Supply is in favor of Too Sexy for You now, though. Interestingly enough, though, he is not taking his sank gas just yet. I hope he, I do hope that he just didn't forget. Because that would be unfortunate to, lose because, oh, I didn't have enough probes on gas. Too bad.
That's what Brood War is all about. Sometimes you just forget things and then you realize it too late into the game. Now he pulled the probes to mine gas. Send them. Now it's fine.
Ah, that's nice. He is getting +1 attack. He is getting Zealot legs. Seraph is not getting either, but he did get a lot of gates. He's on 8 gates. Against Too Sexy for You, who's only on 4.
Yeah, the Citadel is researching Zealot legs for Too Sexy for You, and once this research is done, his army is becomes so much stronger because Zealots can fight with Dragoons and be fast enough to do some damage.
Yeah, but the big problem is that Seraph's army is going to be so much bigger. Too Sexy for You is now getting his gate 5, 6, and 7, but it's going to be a while until it's up, and Seraph is really pulling a head in supply right now. He's already at 144 to the 129 of Too Sexy for You.
Oh, and this is very nice attack timing from Seraph. Having this advantage, realizing that army is out of position for Too Sexy for You, this can be game ending, and he's not reacting in time, only now pulling back.
Yeah, that was slow reaction.
Oh my god, so many units lost for free right there. It's gonna be hard to recover.
Yeah,
now there is the arc. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say he's now counter-attacking up the ramp, but then he did pull back again. He is going into storm attack, but he only has 1 high temper, and I think this might be just a little bit too late.
The outspeed is done, but Storm is never be ready in time for this
Yeah.
attack, and then you have smaller army. You lost your dragoons before, or too sexy for you, sleeping just there.
Yeah, this is
Even
just
if you're bonnet, it's so hard to fight in this position. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, that was just the gates came much earlier for Serif, and then he just leveraged his supply advantage.
Yep, and he was in the lead from the beginning, which also played a role there. So
Yeah.
very nice game from Serif.
Though, like, to be fair, Too Sexy For You did catch up in the mid-game.
Mm-hmm.
Just was a bit slow on the gateway count. Like, he thought that he could tech, but he didn't get away with it.
Yeah, small things like that matter, and it's not that clear sometimes what are those timings, and you need to scout your opponent and react to this as well. It's so complicated to judge when you can invest in economy, when you need to invest in the army.
Yeah, true. So, next game will be Slayer versus Seraph, which will be another ZVP.
Yeah.
This is the first game of Slayer that we've seen today, and it's my turn to introduce, correct?
Right.
Then, in the 1 o'clock position, in the color Magenta, playing as Protoss, we got Sirith. And in the 5 o'clock position, in the color, I think it's pale yellow, it's not yellow. In the color pale yellow, playing as Zerg, we got Slayer from MG. And we're going to see what Slayer we're going to do. It is a clip, so I suppose it's going to be a boring overpool build.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's the
Yeah.
player map. You need to be safe.
Yeah. I mean, you can get through with hatchery first if Protoss goes gateway first. It's definitely possible, but if it's Forge expand and like Protoss does a like cannon rush on this map, that's really annoying.
Yeah, and sometimes there is a secret spot, secret sweet spot to put 2-3 gateways near your base, and then if you hatch first, you just die
Yeah,
to
then you
proxy
die.
zealots.
Yeah, that's true.
So many ways to punish hatchery first opening here.
But I mean,
Just sometimes it doesn't worth it.
But I mean, you can always die to sell to like 2 gate center.
People in the chat really want to see scouts sometime in the game. In PvP, I think you know, like never gonna see scouts.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
in PvZ, sometimes, you know, we can see scouts.
we had a scout last week. That wasn't a ZVP. Oh, Slayer's going up to 12 drones before going for the hatchery. That's a late second hatch. What is he doing? What?
In the main, oh my god. Yeah,
Is he just going for Zergling all in?
it looks like it.
Yeah, that's
he's not
just-
mining it. Like, he's not going for gas, but why it's not speed links at least. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the
What
weirdest
is this
build
build?
ever. And he's now floating like... is he going to build a third hatchery?
Third hatchery in the main, please. Oh,
No, now he's
oh the
going
pro is
outside.
going to deny it. Oh my god, no.
No, this is a...
You missed the opportunity. If pro is denying this is so funny, and he needed to put it somewhere. Might be as well in the main, like 3 hatch.
Was he scared of like the proxy gateway? Because it's here clips?
Yeah, he checks the location with an overlord. It's where I check as well. It's very
Yeah,
important
Yeah,
to
that's
see
strange.
it.
Return.
Seize the cannons, zealots and stuff.
Return, are you still in the chat? Give me your input. Why the heck would you build a second hatchery in your main base before you go hatchery at the natural? I'm confused. So Nexus coming up for a Protoss player who did go gate first, by the way, then Forge and then Nexus. Seraph is playing it safe.
Oh, nice drone deny at the ramp. Blocking this probe from scouting. Very important, because there could be Hydra Den, there could be layer upgrade, and Protoss so wants to know what is it to react properly.
And that's an Evo chamber.
Yeah, turns out I clicked to this building and I was almost sure that there is a Hydra Den, but it's Evo chamber. It's
Okay,
so
he's just going to Zergling all in, right?
strange. I'm not sure. This could be like eco kind of opening, starting. Oh no, there's too much Zorglings. Yeah, you're right. I think
I
it's
don't... no, wait.
kind of...
Now he's droning again.
Because sometimes, you know, those builds like 5 hatch before gas, you like build Zerglings and drones, then you put evolution chambers, you build attack upgrade, armor upgrades for the Zerglings to survive first Zealot wave and things like that. So maybe we'll see plus 1 Carapace. Yeah, it just started.
No, this
and
doesn't
you need
make...
Carapace to survive Zealots.
Yeah, but... And now he's supply blocked? That's unfortunate. So, what I think this build is... Okay, now it's going lair. No, forget it. I have no idea what Slayer is doing. And return left off, so I can't ask return.
Maybe it's a kinda confuse your opponent build. If people prepare for something, they think they know the matchup. It just throws every person off guard, so they need to
so he did
think on their feet.
So he did wait for this, I think. He waited for the Zealots to move out to get in with his Zerglings, yeah. Now he's going to kill the cannon.
Oh, that's so nice. Nice counterattack timing. 1 cannon is nothing, then those Zerglings. Nice block, by the way.
Yeah, Sir is blocking this great, and now he's
oh my
doing a lot
god,
of
this is so nice. He's drilling, you saw it, he was drilling to the natural and then back, hold position again, so very nice defense.
Yeah. 2 Zerglings get into the main base, though. Corsair was blocked by a Spore Colony. And now there's a Hydrogen on 2 bases. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Seraph needs to react to those 2 Zerglings, maybe with 1 or 2 Zealots, so you don't need to be walking a full army around this place. You might as well send them across the map. And there's still 1 damaged Zergling. I guess Slayer will be using it for scouting later, because there's already a cannon, you cannot kill any more probes.
Okay, there's Lurk attack first. So, is he going to...
Looks like he's going for Lane Lurker style, but there are no
that's a Zealot
Hydras in time.
Yeah, that's a Zealot run by, and now you got 5 Zealots in your main base, which is really annoying.
Yes, he's going to defend it for sure. Some drones are going to be killed.
2 drones, 3 drones.
And Zealots can finish those 2 Hydras, but now there are links and they have armor upgrades, so no problem. Still a lot of mining time lost on this main base. 3 drones lost. Not having 3rd base yet against 2 base Protoss. It's not ideal for the Zerg.
Okay, he did go Lurker, right? So that will need a lot of gas. because lurkers are gas expensive. And now he's going carapace 1 for air?
Yeah,
What?
this is strange. And
I
plus
have
2 carapace for the units, the usual units, ground units. Oh, Corsair just saw that there is third base started and saw the timing, and now he can see the another base here, fourth base,
Oh yeah,
and
now
this
he
is
can.
greedy. This is very greedy for Zerg to go plus 2 bases.
Okay,
At
okay.
least it looks like to me.
Is this some kind of greedy, I get my 4th base really? No, this doesn't make sense. Like 9 minutes is the time where you would get your 4th base anyways.
I see. Yeah, if you judge by the game timer, maybe it is the right
Yeah.
time, but I was judging just by how many units he
Yeah, yeah,
has to
it's...
the stage and things like that,
Yeah, it's just...
whether he can defend it.
I mean, it's just weird. Like, I get early carapace builds. That's supposed to be old school, apparently, if I listen to other casters, which played the game before I did. But why would you, like... I don't understand what the point of the build.
I don't know. It looked like yeah, old school style with Ling Lurker and maybe being thirdly defensive and then you attack with Hive, eventually be really aggressive. But I don't get why air upgrades and building a
Yeah.
bunch of Scourge. So air doesn't make sense to me in this build so
Yeah, like,
far.
usually there are 2 reasons why you go carapace 1 air. It's either because the Protoss went +1 air weapons, or you're going to play Muta. Okay, now he's... No. He cancelled the upgrade. He cancelled air.
Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, then it's just an old school style to
Yeah, then
go
just
for.
But it's still a late 3rd base, right? Yeah, he's going full
Ling
total.
Lurker.
Like... look at how many creep colonies he's building.
Yeah, it needs some creep colonies, but having lurkers, I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, he has gas. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can use like lurkers as your mobile creep colonies
Yeah,
when you
but...
need them.
Yeah, but with only 2 lurkers at his, like, 4th, he's not going to hold this.
And Protoss is gathering forces.
Oh, look at this! There's a burrowed Zergling acting as a scout.
Yeah, that's
So
cute.
Slayer sees... Okay, now it's dead.
And now there's DT
Oh, there's
and
a
there are
DT.
no overlords. This is cute move from Protoss player, and playing this
Yeah.
style, sometimes you forget to move your overlords there as well. Now this hatchery is... I think it's done. He's not sending any units to defend it, and overlord speed, I'm not sure whether it was researched or not. There might be no overlord speed. Yeah, this is just some really strange style.
Yeah, like... He also had, like, 2 lurkers at his 4th, right? Did they just get killed by the DT and he decided... Oh, he doesn't have overlord speed, okay.
Yeah, that's why he just sacked the hatchery and then it's just 3 base Zerg at this stage of the game. It's not looking that great. Having upgrades, it's 3 carapace is going to be researched for the Zerg. And then he's starting to research melee upgrades for the Zerglings and Adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean, +3 carapace is huge. But, like, he's on par with the Protoss attack upgrade, so that generally favors the Zerg, but it's still, like, he is kinda low on eco with only 42 drones. And he's only now preparing to take his 4th.
Right, and good thing for Protoss here, he didn't forget about the upgrades. Really nice to have +2
Why
at
is he
this
building
point.
4 queens?
Queens are good if they are like usually used to snipe Templars, you know, with Broodling.
Who snipes
I'm not
Templars
sure.
with broodlings? I've never seen this. What is this build?
You don't see like liquid drone games.
Yeah, I see liquid. I mean, does he build queens in ZVP? I know he builds queens
He
in
might.
ZVT because we cast it together, but
No, I saw somebody doing it, but I forgot whether it was liquid drone or not. Like usually, if you see queens, you tend to attribute it to liquid drone games. So maybe it was him, maybe it was somebody else. But I saw people doing it, like sniping high Templars
yeah,
with queens. It's a
there's
thing.
Spawn Broodling is getting research. He's actually doing it.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest game I've ever casted. Like, I'm going to ask Queen afterwards what the heck to do with Slayer is, because I want to know what this is.
This is strange. And if fourth base survives, maybe we have a real game. But right now there is so many units from Protoss player. This position is very turtled, and you cannot break it. But Zerg desperately needs another base, and nice counterattacks with links. But how do you defend your fourth base, and where do you take it as a Zerg? That's the question. He has Adrenalinks, he has upgrades, almost at +3 Carapace, but he can't fight Protoss army in the open.
We got a Defiler, he's eating a lot of Zerglings. He is preparing to take his fourth at this, I think, at the 9 o'clock position. 9-ish o'clock.
That's the most like reasonable base there.
Yeah.
But to defend it, it's a bit harder because there are 2 spots to defend, and ramps are more wide open.
+3 Carapace just finished for him.
Oh, there's a lot of lurkers. He was saving the gas.
Yeah.
Only using gas for upgrades, mostly.
Oh, look at this. That's a great split. That's a great lurker field.
It's a perfect split. And I liked how he did it. He pre-split and then burrowed everything at once.
Oh, that's a play.
This is how you micro lurkers.
And did Slayer see that there's a base coming up? Oh no, he barely doesn't see it. Oh yeah, that's a big play.
Can we see third plague, please? I really like to see plagues going on Protoss army.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah. And they cannot regen like Terrans with medics.
Yeah, true.
It's just permanent. Until those units die, it's just like a dead weight in your army. They take up them. Look at how
Oh, that was Spawn Broodling.
Yeah. Here you go. You don't even need to like focus fire like with mutas.
And now Surf is trying to push into this lurker position, but that's a lot of Zerglings coming in from the back. Oh, that's a nice storm though.
Not enough lurkers there, but the lean reinforcements are coming, and it's a lot of units.
Yeah, he's going to wreck this army, and he went up in supply now.
Yeah, what is this style?
This is the weirdest game I've ever seen. And now he's going to counterattack at the fourth base, but he doesn't have the fighters, so he can't really do this with that amount of cannons.
Yeah, and even hovering resources, he has so many units.
Oh yeah, true.
And he was on like 3 bases forever in the Zerg.
And he has like no drones.
Oh, I don't like this. Yeah,
oh yeah, that's weird. Okay, there's a storm. A dark spawn.
Just in time. So the defiler now
Yeah,
pulling
but
back.
yeah, he knows he can't do this. Oh, that's a big storm on the Hydras.
Yeah, why I don't like this, I think after defending such an attack from Protoss player and Protoss lost so much, you can just saturate first your fourth base, kind of keep it safe, and then maybe apply some pressure.
Yeah. We had Guardians coming in, by the way, and Ultralisks.
Guardians, yeah, it's so old school. Like to go Ultralisks with that, it's like 2005, 2006 old school, I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can go Ultralisk at lower levels. Like I've heard, who was it? Was it Eon Zerg? Somebody said that like if you're not like 2K, go Ultra because it's easier to handle than like Lurkerling, Hydra, Defiler.
Yeah, it is easy, but it's kind of deceptively easy because if game goes longer and you are wasting those Ultralisks, you are wasting so much minerals and gas that Protoss can be more cost efficient in the end. It's kind of tricky. It's situational. I think if you're in the lead, in the huge lead, then you can just build Ultralisks and win the game. But if you are playing on equal sides, they are not that cost efficient against Protoss, I believe. You're wasting like many resources building them. I was playing for the same with the same style for a long time, and then in just drawn out games, it hurts.
Sirius is trying to take the 5 o'clock position, no, the 4 o'clock position, but Zerglings do spot it because there's a borrowed Zergling, and this will get cancelled. Slayer did try to take the top right, top left corner base, but he couldn't take it because it was cancelled by Archons and the Protoss army. He's now trying to take the 5 o'clock base, but the Protoss army's on the move. The Zerg army will see it though. We got like, what the heck, 12 Guardians?
Now those queens are coming for the Templars.
Yeah.
They are hungry for some broodlings.
Yeah, did get all 3 Templar. He will get the 4th too, I think.
And the very last one.
Yeah. But Slayer will be able to cancel the Zerg base. Oh, I mean Seraph will be able to. More Guardians.
This is such a nice style with those queens, by the way. You have one control group, like you bind them, like you need 4 queens, 5 queens, I don't know, maybe 8 queens. And then you can do those things for free and then recharge. It was nice, especially in the late game when you need to be cost efficient. All it takes, it's like one storm to kill all your Mutalisks, but with queens it's a bit more challenging for Protoss to deal with.
Seraph is now trying to take like the 4 o'clock position again, but Slayer does see this and he's sending his zealots across. His Zerglings because he managed to deal with this. He's also, I think he's gearing up to attack to like take the top left corner with his 12 Guardians.
Oh, and Slayer is denying again the bottom right from Protoss, and this is like the most important thing to deny additional bases. Because if this probe puts the whole city there of cannons and pylons, good luck breaking there.
And here
now
all
those
the Guardians
are getting
stormed. The storm!
You need to split them because it's so easy to
the Archons.
Guardian.
The Archons. No, all the Guardians.
Oh my god, it's so close. Still, it's very nice trades for the Zerg so far, and even like Guardians survived. But you need to be careful and split them because storms they don't care about guardian armor. They
Yeah.
just kill stuff with magic.
Oh, there are the queens again. Let's get one Templar, let's get two Templars. Though by now I feel like it's probably more important to get the Reavers. Maybe.
I mean, with Broodlings?
Yeah.
No, Broodlings do not attack Reavers.
Oh.
They are a mechanical unit. You cannot do it.
But you can siege tank.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's strange actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me, please, in the chat. But I think I tried to Broodling Reaver and it doesn't work.
Yeah, maybe it's because like there's a dude in the siege tank, so.
Yeah, Reavers and Archons are immune. Yeah, and
Okay.
I don't know why they are still kind of. Siege tank and Reaver should be equal rights.
Slayer is trying to take the 4 o'clock position again, but there's like the whole Protoss army, and I don't think this will work.
Lightsworm in the chat saying that tank has a driver, like a
Yeah,
person who's behind. That's why they will.
Yeah,
Makes sense now.
I mean that's what I said to my friends. Slayer is clearing out the 11 o'clock base, so he might be trying to take this. His guardians are also like, they look pretty healthy again for the most part. 04 is able to secure the 4 o'clock position.
Yeah, this is so nice to watch these new styles from Zerg player. I couldn't just hold myself. It's just something. It's like feels like some campaign mission where every unit is present.
Yeah, true. Like, I mean, this is going to be hard to break. Like, that's 7 Ultras and 10 Guardians in the air. And a Defiler, oh, and that's a nice play.
Like so old school, like feels, you know, those like strategy guides that are selling with CDs when you buy games. Like he read it and applied to practice.
Oh, and here we go. Slayer's army seems to be in hot position, so his Ultimates are not really engaging. This is weird. Mr. Slayer, move your units.
Yeah, AFK. Maybe they are in hold position. They're not even.
Yeah, they were in hold position. I was just wondering why, like, Slayer really needed like 4 minutes to react.
And right now, those Reaver Archon compositions are very cost efficient, and Ultralists are very expensive. You can see they just melted on those Reaver shots. Is it enough to defend? I'm not sure. Those Reavers are doing huge damage, and there's nothing to actually beat them. You need to spread Hydras, you need a lot of units. Links are not the answer against that many Reavers.
Yeah, but I think Slayer he's about to end. Like, he lost all of his army there. Protoss did expand to the 4 o'clock position. Slayer doesn't seem to be able to take a 5th base. He's now sending another drone, but...
Right, and the mistake here would be to build any more Ultralisks. Even having 2k, it's kind of last resources almost, and I'd rather see him go maybe some Link Hydra army, trying to be annoying with Defilers. Defilers are very efficient for the money they cost. Plaguing stuff, yeah, swarming.
Devourers incoming. We're going to see... Yeah, Devourers.
Oh, I see.
There they are.
Strange.
Yeah,
no course. Oh, there
are
Corsair.
Corsair.
Okay.
That's why I did it, because they killed the Guardians in the last battle. It's like Slayer going full Arzerk with
He needs
Guardians.
something like that because of the Reavers
Yeah,
and
true.
still there are Templars, which he is going to deal with Queens, but there are not enough Queens. I'm not sure how it will go, we'll see. He definitely has a plan, and
Yeah.
you can see that.
Like some kind of weird circling Arzerk strategy.
Corsairs are being annoying, killing overlords. Oh, so many scourge, that's
Oh.
nice. And they all connect,
All
oh my god,
crosses
this
die. Yeah.
huge splash from the Zerg connection, killing like 3 Corsair at the same time.
You know, Seraph, I don't think he can attack right now, not with that amount of Guardians. Seraph is like still building Reavers, but what do you know? He will get attacked by Guardians and Mars.
Slayer needs another base, and
Yeah.
right now he needs to not only defend but also defend efficiently. Storms are going down on those guardians, and sure this is close. Only Reapers left. Oh, nice
Oh, there were
broodling.
nice broodlings on the campus.
Broodlings are being annoying even attacking some Reavers, but the attack of the broodling is like nothing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just the annoying type of attack. Not really doing any damage.
And
Oh, nice
there's a
storm.
Dark Swarm attack on the 5 o'clock base with Guardians. So this
And
base
3
is going down.
drones somehow survived storm. I don't know why. How it's possible. Not all the drones were killed there. A lot of them, but not all. And the Dark Swarm is doing huge.
Look at Seraph's supply. Is he actually
Oh my
going
God.
to... What the heck?
Yeah, this is strange.
Yeah, this is the
He
weirdest...
lost the whole army there.
Yeah, and he lost his base, and he doesn't have... He has one mining base. And I think it was more a case of, I don't want to play this anymore, to be honest. Like, this is so weird.
Yeah, it definitely throws the opponent off guard, and you don't know how to react immediately. You need to analyze and learn,
Yeah.
and you don't prepare for that.
This was the weirdest game I've ever cast. And I've cast a game where somebody had a base on the high ground of another person who had the like low ground. On Lost Temple, I think.
Yeah.
Were you
So-
with me with that game, or was that Return?
On Lost Temple, you said?
Or like, was it Polypoid? I don't... No, not Lost Temple. I mean Fighting Spirit. That's the name of the map. Where like someone had the main and the other one had the low ground.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, then it was Return, probably.
Yeah, and Slayer looks like an old school player, or maybe it's just his style. Usually, old school players tend to go for this technical builds that nobody plays, but they are comfortable with those because they're practicing them for so long.
Yeah.
And newer players, it's kind of better for them to just repeat what others do, you know, learn the existing builds. That's usually how it goes.
And we're going to cast Slayer again, so we're going to see if it's again like hatchery in base, no third, into hive, guardians. It's your turn, I think, isn't it? Or it's mine?
I think it's yours.
Okay.
I was doing last one.
In the 1 o'clock position, in the color yellow, playing a Zerg, we got Slayer. And in the 7 o'clock position, in the color navy, playing as Protoss, we got Too Sexy for You.
Sorry, there is an overlay on the stream.
Oh. Now it's not.
Thank you, Lightswarm.
And we're going to see what this is. This is a pylon.
Not one base play again from our Protoss player. We don't see those one base builds a lot these days. Sometimes people do them,
Yeah.
but it's very to see not expanding Protoss. It's kind of 10% maybe of the games, maybe even lower.
Yeah, so
And
you were saying.
And looks like our Zerg player is not. Oh, he is going for the overpool build. Sorry.
That was a pool after drones, though. He's playing so weird. He did it again. That wasn't a normal overpool. That was like an 11 pool.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I
Yeah.
thought he is not going to put it, or why. Yeah. He did in the end.
So, hatchery in main base again, right? Because that's how you play Zerg. Oh no, he's expanding. On 12
I'm not sure what
drones.
was with that hatchery last time. Maybe he was afraid of the probe blocking and didn't want
Yeah.
to deal with this at all. Like right now, he's going for the normal hatchery. Maybe it will be the better optimized build so far because of this first hatchery
Yeah.
went into the natural. We'll see. Maybe the third will be at third location.
That wasn't a normal hatchery, though. It was one drone late. You usually get it on E11, but he got it on 12. 13 drones. He's now...
Oh, he started with 3 hatchery on 2 base so far.
Yeah.
Looks similar as in
the first
our
game.
previous game. Yeah. And Protoss is going for the forge opening. Nexus is on the way, then gateway. We'll see gas and cybercore soon.
Yeah, so it's up pretty thin. Is he now going for the third hatch at the third? After he built...
Yes, players saw the forge opening, realizing there are no zealots.
Yeah, true.
You might as well take your third quicker.
Oh, there's no zealot. He can just one by.
Oh my god, only one cannon.
No, he can just kill cannon.
GG.
Yeah, this game is over.
Oh, why he didn't kill the... Oh, now he's focusing pylon, yes. Pylon
Okay,
is
this
what
game
he should
isn't
do.
over.
Probes are attacking so far. There's 2 links left. It's close though. But Zealot is on the way, yeah. I think it's saving.
Yeah,
There
but
are like 2 more links. It might be as well over.
yeah, but he like killed. He killed like 4 to 5 probes. He I think he cancelled the cannon. So too sexy for you didn't like get his minerals back. Yeah, and like you can see that everything is pretty late for too sexy for you. Like there's no starport. Your Zerg opponent did get a 4th hatchery before doing anything else.
Right, the damage was done in the beginning.
Yeah.
I won't blame some players who just leave in this, like if the single cannon dies, some Protoss players just leave the game because even if defending you lose a lot of probes. But in this case it's not a game ending for sure, they are equal almost. No, Zerg is still ahead.
Yeah, Zerg is ahead pretty far. Like he's building like more. I mean, look at the worker count.
Yeah, I'm trying to think something positive about Protoss players. Like he can come back.
Then he
Or
just had
she,
to
I don't
play
know.
really clean. He is going air attack +1. So he's going to have this going for him.
But look at our Zerg player. He just puts one spore. And I think he'll do the same at third base. So spore at each base denies the Corsairs. If it's 2 Stargates, you can add additional spore and be safe.
Yeah.
But it's Citadel.
Carapace is coming up again. 5th hatchery. Hydra Den. Yeah, it's all looking pretty dandy for Slayer.
Yeah, this game is looking great for him.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid for our Protoss player because last game everything was bad and Slayer won despite everything and survived until the very late. And this time it's like everything's good for him.
Yeah. Hydra
Very
Speed is
dangerous.
coming up.
This time it's a different opening. I think he didn't research Hydra Speed and went for Lurker
Yeah,
first.
you went Lurker first.
Looks like players might try to push with Hydras. Maybe realizing that the early damage was done.
Oh, we got a Zealot move out. And yeah, the sun was about to finish, so Too Sexy for You is pulling back. He's building 2 more cannons. He's getting his Templar Archives, so he's like kinda back on track, although a bit low on probes.
Plus 1 air almost done. We'll see what yeah, Rangers started. Looks like a Hydra push and
Yeah.
Slayers is moving with the Hydras. Should move Overlords there as well in case of DTs to spot.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Overlord speed.
Oh, and he's upgrading, yes, so he cannot research it.
Yeah. This is kind of weird that like Too Sexy for You is still getting his +1 air. Like when you have when you have only 2 Corsairs, why would you get +1 air?
Maybe because the build says so. Yeah, sometimes you just do it.
Yeah, but the build,
Mechanically.
the usual ISO build, you build more Corsairs. You build like 4 to 5, and then you get +1 air. That's fine. Slayer is now pulling the trigger, despite the DT that's running around.
But 4 cannons could barely kill that, and Zealots were in great position. But what's more important, there is the DT in this army, so everything else doesn't count because there are no Overlords, no Overlord speed yet. And that's why those attacks are like, that's why you need Overlord with every Hydra attack like that. Because if you don't have it, you just die to single unit and your attack is done.
Slayer is not researching Overlord speed, and now Too Sexy for You did see the 4th base.
Yeah, there was an attempt to sneak DT up at 3rd base, but there is a spore and it was denied completely, even without Overlords there.
Yeah. Too Sexy for You doesn't really respond to like what's going on at the 4th base though, so I guess that Slayer will be fine here. Yeah, he did build an Overlord. Oh, is he going to lose his Corsair? No, it's getting away.
Pulling back. And Protoss cannot move out with the force because he lost so much during this Hydra attack. He's not in the position to really pressure. I like this small like Zealot groups like that, forcing a reaction. And it can be enough with just 4 Hydras here, they won't be able to defend. And now even Lurkers, for sure Lurkers won't be finished in time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of drones coming in, which will all die.
Yeah, 3 drones.
Okay, only
some
3.
more drones.
That's fine.
Yeah, even with one sunken, I'm not sure you can trade drones like that. Better to save them. Now lurkers are finished. That's fine. Some drones are survived, and slayers can redrone. Having that many hatcheries, just 1 or 2 rounds, and you have full saturation. And 1 round is enough.
Like this 57 drones, like Slayers. Yeah, I mean, Slayer's in an absolutely fantastic position.
At 57 drones, it's impossible to come back almost for Protoss player at this ratio. Because Zerg can just spam with units and even push this third base that Protoss is about to take. There is a Linger already to deny the probe, and probe sees it, not even trying to attack, not to trigger the notification for the Zerg.
And like too sexy for you is also really long gateways again. He's only on 6.
Oh, nice catch with the links, but there are some storms. Still, it's not that efficient to storm links as they spread so well. You see it, even that doesn't help. All the Templars are lost.
Oh! Too sexy for you is going +1 armor, +1 attack, and Slayer is already on +2 carapace. And he's nearly done with +1 attack, and there are 11 Mutalisks coming now, so some kind of Muta switch.
Interesting choice, especially after previous game when he went Queens. To deal with Templars. This time it's Mutas. So it looks like Slayers is overall like a bag of builds kind of player. He knows so many things about the Zerg race, how it operates, and what you can really do in different stages of the game.
Yeah. He is now going for the Ultra's Cavern again, and the Defiler mount. He is getting +1 air carapace.
Again, DT was denied at 4th base this time with the Spore.
Yeah, that's the Mutalisks attack.
This is annoying. Corsair is not enough, but Templars can storm everything if Slayers is not careful.
I wonder why he isn't just killing the one, kill the one Corsair.
Yeah, you need to be careful and fly around because of those Templars, but they didn't have the energy for Storm, because they were freshly made.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to come back for like too sexy for you in this position. Like, I think this was a pretty good trade because the Lurker ran like worried, but he's using his mineral line in his main. Now he's going to use another Corsair, and there's like no check to the Mutalisks. I think he's now going to attack, and if it doesn't work, he GG's.
Yeah, and Mutalisks can go back and forth, as you see, between those two bases, and to deny them, the army needs to travel so much longer. And that's the attack for too sexy for us, and he's just pushing it into one spot. This is a move of desperation, for sure. He doesn't have enough to break everything.
Yeah, look at this counter-attack at the natural.
Yeah, Zerg just doesn't care about this base. He has another base running, I mean, on the way. It's finished but not saturated. So, yeah, looks like very clean victory for Slayers, and it's about time when too sexy for us to be having I don't think it's premature fall because having such economy as a Zerg, it's almost impossible to lose the game. Even one link denying completely third Nexus.
Yeah, I mean, there were like... look at this, we get Guardians again. Alphalists are fighting with the runes and like too sexy for use, losing his attack control. He's not trying to like retake a third. But they're like...
At least, sorry, at this stage of the game I really like Ultralisks compared to previous game when Zerg is so ahead that he doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's when Ultralisks work best.
And like there's like 5 Guardians incoming at the third now, so...
Yeah, this is just
And
nailing the coffin, I think.
And the wounds were in hold position, so they didn't respawn for like 10 seconds.
Wounds are surprisingly okay against Guardians, but they have shorter range.
Yeah.
I think the damage type is fine, but only the range is not letting kill.
Yeah.
And now Guardians are pre-spread, so you cannot kill them with storms. You attack move. Yeah.
And the Natural is also getting busted, and now there comes Zergling support in with the Guardian. Nice micro against the Storm. And yeah, things are falling apart for Too Sexy For You.
This time it's like staying for too long, basically, almost.
Fantasy GG.
Yeah. There is like no way.
Yeah. And there's the GG.
Well played even.
Good luck in CPL. That's nice.
Some manners, yeah. Always good to see.
Definitely.
CPL community is so friendly. We don't even like see some rude trash talk in games during the replays.
Yeah, it's not like the WCL where people trash talk all the time.
Yeah, not even like I lost because of lag, like things like that. Nothing.
Wait a second. We got 2 victories and Too Sexy For You. Oh, that was his last game.
Oh. Alright.
Okay. Next up we got Slayer versus Masuchi. Oh, this is going to be something like Slayer in a ZVZ.
Yeah, I wonder what is the strategy. I predict Hydras. Or something like that.
I think he's
Definitely
like going
not 9 pool.
I don't know, maybe he's going like 9 pool, like 9 pool Evo chamber plus 1 carapace?
Yeah, something like that is also possible. I was thinking like eco build or some 9 hatch plus 1,
Yeah.
something like crazy like that. We'll see. Now it's definitely my turn, and in the top right hand corner in orange it's Masushi playing as Zerg, and in the bottom left hand corner in the yellow also Zerg, it's Slayers.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this is going to go. Slayer's a bit ahead. Just a tiny little bit. His drones are a little bit faster than those of Masuchi.
Yeah, in ZVZ small things like that are very important. Milliseconds sometimes count.
Yeah.
When your links are coming, like defending ramps, reinforcing, and things like that. And we need to see the pull timing.
We need to see the game first of all.
Oh, the overlay. Yep.
Yeah, the overlay.
Missed it. Thank you, Lightswarm, again in the chat, saving the day.
If I wouldn't be so tired, I'd take better care of it. That was overgas, right? From
Something like that,
Masushi,
yeah. And 9 pull speed from Masushi, it seems.
Yeah, so that's a good position for Slayer.
Interesting. Yeah, he doesn't want to risk at all to die to, like, he's fine to defend any early aggression, including 9 pull, 5 pull, whatever, and then he has more gas to go into mutas
Yeah.
later on, into more mutas.
This is weird though. Masushi has more gas than Slayers.
Yeah, the timing was off, I think.
Yeah, I think so
or
too.
it's
It was a bit
different
late.
days.
Oh, look at this. He did get the great gas trick with the creep colony.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he needs the sunken even. Maybe by the timing of this, it's closer to 12 pool kind of gas than 12 pool.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely.
you need to be able to defend still without sunken the 9 pool aggression, but I don't know.
I mean, he's playing really economically. He's droning like crazy. He's on nearly 14 drones.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
Even losing a drone or a couple doesn't matter
yeah.
against those links.
And there's a second hatchery, so this is a really economically over gas.
Oh my god, and Masushi building more links, that's not what you want to do against this defensive style. Sometimes it can work, but it solves, yeah, with one more sunken. It's just that easy for the like Zerg macro players, ZVZ macro players, if I can say that.
Yeah. So
Nice attempt, but the drill. Oh, the drill is off. Oh my god. Still defense, no problem, but I think the sunken can be. Maybe the placement of the sunken, the drill should be a bit closer to gas, but
no, it is really good placement. He just didn't drill on the other side. But I mean, it went fine. It went completely fine.
Oh yeah,
for him.
that's what I meant. Yeah, on the other side.
Masushi also going for the spire trick.
Yeah, Spire is on the way for Masushi.
I mean, the gas trick where like the drones get less travel time when you build a building there.
And some more drones are coming from Slayers. He's just droning like crazy at 13 drones for now, adding more and more. And then they both are going to stay on mutas for some time, but for Slayers it's 2 hatchery production, twice as much larva to work with. So initially he can spend this gas maybe a bit quicker to get 6 mutas, first 6 mutas.
He also has more gas because he never went for speed.
Alright, this is also very important, plus 100 gas, it's 1 more muta.
Yeah.
So initially he should be fine. And Masushi reacting well, expanding with that. It's kind of normal to expand with 9 pool like that. And especially against this style, this kind of expansion is totally safe.
Yeah. But I'm not sure, like, he should send his mutalists over, like, they're going to die.
They will die if he's
Yeah.
not careful. I don't think he knows the spire timing, right? Did he see it? The Masushi,
No,
I
no,
mean.
he didn't see it. But like, you should be aware of what the spire timing is with an overgas.
It was even weird over gas, and so yeah, it's kind of everything is not that crisp. So far, I like the position for Slayers very much. Now those mutas are going to meet, and Masushi is not going to escape.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He
You can
needs to-
patrol and shoot.
Yeah, he needs to turn or something. He needs to make like a crazy turn to get the mutas off. Now he's splitting.
Or spread, yeah, split. This is useful, but it's too late.
Yeah, this is GG.
Right now, we can put some Scourge maybe, but it's so many mutas were killed already. It just doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
If he split it a bit earlier, started splitting and maybe reinforcing with Scourge, it can be done, but
Yeah. That was unfortunate.
oh, one Scourge turned blue. Oh. Strange. When the game ends, sometimes colors are weirdly changed.
Yeah. So
Nice game by
Slayers.
Slayers.
Yeah, Slayers is on a 3 victory streak.
He knows a lot about this game.
Yeah.
And mechanically, it's like he's the weakest, I think. He has not like how do I say? He's a lower APM player, not the mechanics, but the APM. Like you can see, it doesn't matter. He wins almost everyone in the group, having like 100 something.
I mean, to be
APM.
completely fair, if you're tier 1 in CPL, you probably have like 160 actual APM. Like it could be just that he's not spam clicking and he's just very efficient. Like, I don't think that like if it shows 200, I don't think that anyone here plays with 200 APM, like real APM.
Oh, maybe there are some like extra clicks, but like I don't know, 200. I saw even tier 3 players spamming 200 all game.
Yeah, of course, but like that's because it's like you have to join the game.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and I have to. Who's playing? I think it was.
And then don't forget about the overlay this time. In
Yeah.
chat there is like premature reminders already
Premature overlay.
when the game is not even started.
Yeah. In the 1 o'clock position, in the color pale yellow, playing a Zerg, we got Slayer. And in the 5 o'clock position, in the color black, playing as Terran, we got Saurabi, who we haven't seen for quite a while. He had the first game and then it was everyone
Right.
else.
And it's also a brand new matchup. It's ZVT this time.
We already had a
so.
ZVP. Or did we?
ZVP.
Oh yeah, we had ZVP. TVP.
Yeah.
TVP. We had
GVP,
TVP.
ZVP, TVP, but not TVZ.
Yeah. Yeah, and there seems to be some kind of lag issues. Slayer's going 3-edge, right? He doesn't strike me as the 2-hedge Muta micro guy.
Oh yeah, I think it's 3-hedge guy for sure.
Yeah.
Or if he goes 2-hedge, it's an all-in Muta style. Something like that. Not the modern style. But we'll see.
So Rabi's going for the depot down, which is because you can just fully wall this, which is fine.
Oh, he's going for a pull first.
No, there was an overpool. Yeah, it was pool first,
I mean,
but it
still
wasn't. Yeah, yeah.
before the hatchery.
Yeah, yeah, I
was-
know what you meant. I was just confused for a second. We did see an overpull before. Do you remember? That was, I think, Julia in BWCL.
Yeah, there are some strats like that. You can even start with 9 pull in ZVT to
Oh yeah,
put
of
some
course.
pressure on Terran, and then transition into like 11 hatchery, whatever. Just do the macro build. It's a bit uncommon,
Yeah.
again, like compared to hatchery first opening. And I'm not sure what Zerg is afraid of. Maybe early barracks on this map doesn't want to deal with 8 racks, microing drones.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to deal with 8 racks?
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, and that's the third hatch, so I was completely right. My prediction was correct.
You guessed it. Now there's the gas. So
Yeah.
it's gas after third hatchery, very old build, vanilla build. Nobody plays like that. People even shaming 3 hatchery players. Others are players like you should play 2 hatch now and 3 hatchery is dead. But it's not dead. Don't
Yeah,
listen to them if you like 3 hatchery.
Liquid Drones said otherwise, like with his screens and ensnare and crazy Hydra builds.
A liquid drone is playing his own style, always. He can teach other people how to play, how they
Evo
should
Chamber.
play.
So
Oh, this is so strange. Lurker, early lurker build, oh why?
might be, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
sometimes I
probably.
saw it for +1 carapace earlier for lurkers, and then there's just lurker then when layer is almost done, like 1/3.
Yeah.
Still,
And that the Carapace, so Stairs is staying true to his game and he's Carapace man.
oh, nice block with the drone
Yeah.
at the end there, because Terran wants to see if it's layer or not, what's happening.
Oh, is he just going to circling all in on 3 hatches with Carapace +1?
Would be as well.
Yeah, because
Um,
he just now went speed before lair.
He doesn't have the second gas yet, no layer. Oh, I don't know, it's hard to predict. Now that the layer is started. No sunken so far. Seeing all the army with an overlord. Zerg doesn't need any sunken right now, and wisely not wasting minerals. And drones on that. Link speed is on the way, but there are no links so far. He's droning.
Yeah, I mean, I just also realized you can't really do like a big circling all in because it's fully walled.
Yeah, it's lurker now. Hydra then is
Yeah.
put in the main, so it's the lurker build
I
or
mean, it
Hydra
could
lurker
also, yeah.
style.
I just want to say it could also be Hydra Man.
Yeah.
Manzerg.
You don't need to micro mute us against Marines, spend tons of APM, and for lower APM I think like Slayer is lower APM player, the style suits perfectly. Now there is the move out from Saurabi, and there is the counter attack of Zerglings, but Firebat is ready for them. Ready
Yeah.
to roast some Zerglings.
That's Lurk attack, so it's definitely going to be Lurk up first before Hydra.
3 Sunkens are totally enough for this attack. A small group, even 2 Sunkens can work with the amount of links that Slayers had.
Those Marines are pretty dead, by the way. Like, once Carapace comes online, I think you can just crush it with Zerglings.
Yeah, he waits for +1 carapace. Oh,
No,
he
he doesn't. He
wait.
just runs in.
Yeah, he waited for those groups to join, and even without +1 carapace, this small group is dealt with. And
Yeah.
this is actually very nice for the Zerg, because the first group, if it dies, you can safely take your base, and then the second reinforcements will be smaller, so it's kind of puts into good pace when you can safely expand. Lurker upgrade is almost done. Do we see any Hydras somewhere? No.
We see Hydras. Hydras are coming across the map. I think he's
Oh, I
trying
see
to
him now.
contain the Terran. He's also going Carapace 2, Carapace 2 and +1 attack.
He doesn't even need lurkers,
Oh wow.
you see.
It's
Just links. Bunker was not in time, so this is looking very bad for our Terran player. Lurkers are not made, Hydras are AFK, so I think Slayer's focused on controlling those zombies, killing workers. And this effect would have been much stronger if he waited for those lurkers to finish and then attacked with everything. Imagine that.
yeah.
Yeah, the upgrades are like, there are range upgrades for Hydras, so it's
Yeah.
definitely Hydra lurker style.
And I mean, he's already also working on like Carapace +2, so he's up in upgrades against the Terran.
Yeah, there's only one bunker, it's not enough to deny the lurker push. You see how he micros. So Rabbi has 2 scans, I believe. No, 1 scan, and tanks are coming to reinforce.
Yeah, the big problem
Yes.
is that... Sorry, you were saying.
Vessel is not gonna be in time, just go ahead.
That base is also up there, the ensnare. Like, is Slayer a liquid drone smurf?
Maybe student, I think.
Like, there's literally queen ensnares and 2 queens, and the only time, or is that how you played Zerg in the old days? Did you really go ensnare on queens?
Queens were always kind of technical unit. I didn't see them even in early games that often. But Hydra Lurker was predominant style before people learned how to micro Mutas. Because Mutas without Muta stack and micro are just trash against Terran
just
units.
garbage. That's the... I'm not sure about this. Yeah, he's going back.
He pulled back. Nice. Losing 1 lurker and he needs to pull back all the way, and Terran is going to move forward with this army. There's 1 science vessel. Oh, nice parasite onto the vessel. Now he sees everything that this vessel sees. And you need to research optical flare for medics to cure parasites, by the way, from queens. Nobody does that, but just in case. You wonder how to fix this vessel. There's Hive on the Hive finished and Ultralisk then has been made.
And like we're on +3 carapace is getting research right now.
This is strange. One reason because there are no attack upgrades, only carapace upgrades, and attack upgrades were for the range units.
He's now going +1 and... Oh no, that's just second speed. I mean, carapace is more important because Karen is going for attack upgrade 2 in the beginning.
Oh Yeah, Carapace is definitely more important. It just doesn't like line up perfectly. Like, why do you need range upgrade if you want to transition to melee units? Like, is it
Oh, that's a drop
that
coming
important?
in at the natural.
Oh, nice drop actually. It's very
Yeah.
hard to defend with no lurkers there in position.
Oh yeah, and
But there is enough links.
and he doesn't have Spire, so he can't just build Scourge. He's now building Sunkens everywhere.
Would be a nice way to deal with it without spending gas. Like, it's so smart, you never stop and think about it, but Sunkens do not cost any gas, so you can put Sunkens defensively even late game to defend drops.
Oh, there's a drop at the third base now. Meanwhile, there's also a big battle in the middle of the map where Zerglings just kill everything.
Now killing those turrets, one going down, two going down. There is just one bunker. Nothing is in the natural.
Oh, there's nothing.
Some marines are on the ramp, but they'll not be put in time. Zerg is not going to attack. Now he attacks.
Yeah, and drop is going into the main base, but there's like the two Sunkens and everything dies before it really gets out.
Yeah, this fire needs to come down and clean this up because this is a huge amount of damage. They're not focusing SCVs, so that could have been much worse for the trade. But so far, Zerg is way ahead, I think. The only good thing that Terran has that Zerg is on 3 bases and doesn't have access to 4th gas yet. Because with 4th gas you can spam Ultralisks, no problem.
You know what Sarabi could do? He could just go Eraser this... Yeah, he's doing it. He can just eraser the drone line because there's nothing that can stop the vessel.
Yeah, Slayers pulled the drones to different sides, so it's hard to erase everything. You need to micro. But 5 drones are killed. This is nice.
Burrow is coming up for Slayers. More melee attack upgrades. Ultra speed. There's a Spire now, so he can build Scourge. But he's using a lot of drones in a third. Oh, Ultras are
another attack.
Yeah, and Ultras are already out. Oh, that's a nice defense matrix.
This is the ensnare, but I don't think it actually does anything in this fight. Nice cube move.
I mean, he's slow if he gates stim with his ensnare, so he doesn't need protection.
Right, and he misplaced it, so Ultralisk is also slow to attack.
Oh, now the Ultralisk with the Irradiator stepping into the SCV line. This is really... This Ultralisk is killing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's more dangerous than the normal Ultralisk for Cs because of the irradiate.
Yeah, indeed.
You need to be careful. You want to irradiate Ultralisks, but not in the fight. Oh, they need to kill this vessel. Right? He realizes it and kills the vessel.
Oh, and Sorabi took a third base at the 8 o'clock position.
That's nice.
Yeah, so he's on par with bases. He is catching up in upgrades. And there is no defied attack, so there's still a way back for him into this game.
It looked so well for the Zerg for some time, and now I think Terran can pull it back if he's careful not to lose units for free like that.
I mean, it is slipping a bit away because Slayers is really slow on taking a 4th base.
Right, and Terran is already on 3 base. Having Zerg on 3 gas as well. It's a nice for Terran, nice thing to be, nice place to be in.
Yeah, true, and it's like... oh wait, we got an attack at the third base. One of the bunkers goes down. Another bunker goes down. He may be able to break this third, actually.
Yes, he's breaking the last bunker, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, why is he running back with the Ultralis?
But there is a lot of bio and medics are in front, so Ultralis cannot focus anything.
Yeah.
Bio has +3 attack already, so it should be able to deal with the Ultralisk.
Slayer's now also taking his fourth base, and he got his Defile amount, so Dark Swan will come online shortly.
It's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zerg army is pretty big still. The supplies are dangerously close.
Sarabi's going for a drop, but I'm not sure. Shouldn't he go back to his... Okay, he lets his third get sacked in exchange for a drop. Oh, what is Slayer? Okay, he's not going in.
Yeah, those links are going to deny mining at third base. Then the natural is not that well protected, so
Yeah.
he needs to siege, he needs to defend.
And the drop is coming in, but there are 2 skirts which will intercept the shuttle. And yeah, I think...
This is not what I expected. I thought Terran can like wait for a bit longer, and then Zerg can just be pushed back, and yeah, and we have a whole different game.
Yeah.
The Zerg was staying on 3 base for so long. Apparently that's what you need. If you already have upgrades, you don't use defilers, you only build Ultralisks and links, then 3 base I think is enough.
And he is really getting signs as it's sniped by these scourges. Oh!
There's the turret. Oh, still snipes at the very end. Some defilers are in the middle of the map.
Was he trying to infest the command center, but unfortunately the green got killed?
Yeah, that's I believe he was going for. He needs another queen.
Yeah, that's literally. That was an
Not
interesting
waiting for this.
I just want to
Interesting
really quickly
situation.
point something cool out that I saw, which we didn't really catch. So wait a second. There's the attack on the third. So look at this. The Zerglings are going in for the base, and Sarabi is going to raise the Zerglings and Slayer borrowed them.
Yeah, this is so cool.
That was really cool.
He researched Borrow, and I think Slayer's researches Borrow in ZVP, in ZVT, just likes this upgrade. And this reaction, like to Borrow against Eraser that late into the game, it's very respectful.
Yeah, I mean, he got his full drone line killed at like 1 point, so I get his thought, and I think it's really cruel and like kind of creative. Yeah, and that's all of Slayer's game, and he won all 4 of them.
Nice. So he didn't lose anything. Any game.
Nope, he won everything.
Yep.
He just fucking went with his strange, crazy builds and like...
Outsmarted everyone.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Slayers.
Definitely.
I don't remember which tier he was put after the like watching the team reveal stream, but I'll take a look after this.
I mean, this is pretty high up, like from the group. This is group 54, so I suppose he's at tier 0.
It's already tier 0, so he might be kicked out of CPL because he's too good. Like 30-0, it's nothing.
Do you see the game? Okay, here we go again. Did I do the last game or?
I think now it's my turn.
Okay.
So in the top right hand corner in magenta, it's MI Serif playing as Protoss, and in the bottom left hand corner, in the, what is this color, in the violet, right, maybe?
Purple.
Playing as purple, playing as Terran, it is Sarabi.
Great color mashup, by the way. I like magenta purple, it looks amazing. But
Yeah.
just in case people are going to complain that they can't see anything, I'm going to change to the friend foe colors and make them blue and red. So,
Do the same.
TVP. We're going to see what both players are going for. No cheesy proxy stuff. We got a normal
Yeah, and
pilot.
it's a bold supply depot placement. I think it's hard to micro, it's not that close to CC. If it's proxy aggression on the 2-player map, it can be dangerous. Or is it?
No, this is the normal position. Like now you build a barracks and now you can build a second depot. Like right to the other depot. And then it's like a full SimCity wall that spans from the CC to the cliff.
Yeah, somehow didn't see this. The barracks can be fit right between those two buildings, yeah.
And there's the gateway and the simulator, so everything's completely normal for Sirith. Cybernetics core, nothing special. No gas steal, so Sarabi won't have to deal with this time.
Alright. Yeah, now Sarabi is going to scout what Protoss is doing.
Yeah, and there's the supply depot, as I said, with like whoop, this full extension toward the cliff. First factory's going down, scouting probe is coming in, we'll see that everything is completely normal. Same for the SCV. Dragoon is coming up, Dragoon range. The question is when Sirif is going to place his Nexus.
Right.
If it's going to be like 22 or 24 or 26. And yeah, not much happening at the moment. Typical stuff when like you don't have Zergs, games get slow.
Yeah, there is a build-up phase in every PvT and TvT games when people just doing the builds. Nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Not much to look at.
Command set is coming up for Sarabi, so he did go for the factory expand. He's now going for Vulture. This was a 24 Nexus, so a bit earlier than the usual standard thing, but not completely, it's not like totally greedy, it's still acceptable. There's a Robo.
And Sarabi scouting for the third base with an SCV. Before that he saw the natural, so should be aware of everything that's happening, or most of the things.
Yeah.
Protoss can still hide something, and Vulture is scouting the other part of the map.
Sarabi was the guy who built an eBay at third, right, in the last game,
Right.
if I'm remembering correctly. So he's not doing this this time. Bunker coming up. Mines are coming up. He's building his first siege tank. SCV is not getting another pass into the main, so he doesn't really know what's going on.
It feels like they both respecting each other before, because in previous, like the very first TVP, Sarabi was building eBase as a reaction to gas steal and this early shenanigans. And now they both kind of playing it safe and
Yeah, true.
respectful. Nothing like that. Mines upgrade is going to be done.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. The Vulture can lay some mines.
Observer is coming out for Sirif. We got an assimilator. Sirif should be expanding pretty soon. You will probably check
Vulture is
like
not. Vulture is not active on the map. No mines yet. The upgrade is finished, but maybe doesn't have enough attention to do it yet. Some mines are put into the main base just to be safe. Observer is out.
And Seraph is going to see on how many factories the Terran is, and will then, and yeah, he's now going for his third base. Why is he sending his probe back? Is he just scared of a vulture? Yeah, probably scared of a vulture.
Now he sees with observer there are no mines. Seraph is bringing the probe. Probably there is an attack coming,
Oh, there's an
so I'm
attack
not
coming.
sure if it's gonna be Nexus right now, because he needs to defend.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good minefield.
Oh, he split again the... I think I saw it in some game before, just split with mines, because army was out of position, taking third base.
Yeah.
So it's very hard,
that's
and
a
now
big
those
mine.
mines can blow all the dragoons. Oh my god. Even without mines, there is so many units from Terran. And this push is so well timed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quick. Like, nothing happened for 7 minutes, and then it's just like, bam, game over. Sorry, you lose.
Yeah, it's just two factory push. Yeah, the out of position, I think, what's killed Seraph here.
Yeah.
Just army split, taking third base, but it's so well timed. Very nice.
Yeah, that was really very well timed.
Nikon in the chat says, I wonder what Artosis thinks about this game. It's like the whole opposite thing.
Yeah, it
what
can't
usually
have happened.
happens.
It can't have
Yeah.
happened. This game didn't exist. That was
Yeah,
fake.
if he tries to do it, it just backfires completely, I think.
I mean, it works sometimes and works, and like it doesn't work sometimes. He just likes to bitch about it.
Yeah. Alright.
So we're going into the last game of the day, which will be Sarabi versus Misuchi.
Let's do it.
we're going to see what they can do.
And it says EVT.
Yeah, and I can do the colors correctly again. Yeah, that's acceptable. In the 1 o'clock position, in the color navy, playing as Terran again, we got as Sarabi. And in the 7 o'clock position, in the color dark green, playing as Zerg, we get Masuchi. Oh no, that's just green, right? This is not dark green.
Sorry, the overlay is still
Oh, the overlay.
active.
And yeah, we're going to see how this is going to go. How do you peg Masuchi in a ZVT? Like, he strikes me as a 2-hedge player.
I would also say so. That most likely he'll go for 2 hatchery. He has a lot of APM to spend on Mutamicro.
Yeah.
And looks like a more trendy Zerg player. Interesting wall in the natural from Surabi. Doesn't want to deal with early aggression, maybe just to wall it off and maybe go mech after that, but the gas timing we need to see when it's like usually walls are telling Zerg player that there is an egg behind the wall. Could be bio as well.
Yeah, so hatchery's coming up at the usual 12. Sarabi's going for the wall-in again, which he also did against Slayer.
And the drone scout is going in CV.
And this is going to be a 3-hedge build, I think. The pool was... Oh no, it's going to be...
Yeah, looks like 2 hatch.
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though, because he did build an extra drone, and usually when you're 2-hedge, you don't have the like luxury of building an extra drone because you need your mutas as fast as possible.
Oh, now ICV is denying the drone scout.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
so
nice.
long at the ramp.
Ah, but he got in, so he's going to loot the drone, but he could go for a gas steal. Like, the drone is going to die anyways.
I think it's fine. But what's really important, the drone is scouted that there is no gas from Terran. If you deny it from scouting... Oh, the Overlord is getting killed. This is huge.
Oh yeah, this is really huge. Oh, and with the floating barracks you can see it. Yeah, this is big.
Now Zerg is like at the point of leaving the game almost. The only good thing he scouted that there is no mech.
Yeah.
At least he's not going to put himself behind even further by going like early Hydroden, Sunkens, and all that stuff to defend against Vultures and potentially Wraith. Alright, so far we have Lair on the way. We have just one Sunken in the natural, not sure if it's needed.
Yeah, probably not. That's a bit early.
But losing the Overlord, you never know. Maybe something can go wrong.
Yeah,
he has
true.
2 links to spot at the same time, so I'm not sure.
Spire's coming up.
Lane speed is almost finished.
Yeah. And Sarabi is probably moving out pretty soon once his 2 medics are done.
And about the link speed, do you know with 2 hatch when to get it? Like, do you skip it? Do you get it still? Because you don't have a lot of links in the beginning.
There are builds which do skip it, but usually you like get it when you go into lair, like while you go hatchery to lair. About
Just after layer, the
yeah,
second 100 gas.
exactly.
Okay. Because I thought you can get one more muta if you skip the link speed, and you still can defend with Sunkens early and then get it later or something like that.
Thing is, like, if you do your gas correctly, you have enough gas to build about 8 Mutalisks, and then you... And, yeah, that's basically it then, because once you build 8, you have to build an Overlord, and then you gather up gas again, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, there is the move out from Terran, and there was an attempt at counter-attack from the Zerg, and both failed in some way.
Yeah. So Spire's done, we're seeing the Mutalisk coming out. And I'm kind of looking forward to see how Masuchi's Muta Micro is.
And I don't like the Zerg's economy. This early Overlord kill, forcing 3 Sunkens after this move out. It just like 19 drones at this stage of the game. It's very low eco.
Yeah, and he didn't take his third yet, which is also kind of meh. But we're going to see.
Afford it, yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to see what he's able to do with his Mutalisk.
There's only 4, 5th's coming, 6 coming. Okay, 6 mutas, 7. Getting there.
Yeah, so let's see. He could snipe his SCV, but he isn't. Oh, and he's losing Mutalisk.
Yeah, very hard to do anything here.
Yeah.
So many turrets already, Marine. The medics are in places. Right now, Terran is feeling great, and Zerg, like without even third base taken, times on Terran's side, doesn't need to move out, deny anything, nothing like that. Just sit there, defend every muta attack, and you're good.
Yeah. And now he's going to see the drone move out to take the third.
Yeah, and that provokes the move out from our Terran player. The Marine Medic ball is pretty large. You need to respect it with mutas. You cannot play right away. You need to snipe units there. So.
Yeah. But he is doing relatively fine. Oh, he whiffed the shot. Now he's getting one more Marine. I mean, does he still have Zerglings on the map somewhere? No.
This is very hard to do any damage for Masushi. He's pulling in, but then he met with nice spread from Surabi. He killed 3 Marines, I think, with those Zerglings and reinforcements, he can clear this army.
Yeah. But he lost like 4 Mutalisks doing this. Okay, he cuts all the medics. That's cool.
And there's 2 starports from our Terran player. More barracks. Third base is safe for now. Lurker upgrade is on the way. Masushi needs to survive until Lurker upgrade is done and Lurkers are morphed to the third base.
Yeah.
He has enough mutas to deny any move outs, and Surabi not even attempting to move out right now, realizing that he just lost a bunch of his units. Don't want to, like, he don't want to risk it.
I mean, he's also like, he's relatively fine. Like, the third is super late. He saw that Hive Tech is on. He like saw that Hive Tech is like not on the way. So he knows that he has some time still, and like he also turreted up super heavy. Like look at that number of turrets. That's
Yeah,
like
he just doesn't care. Doesn't want to even try to like micro into his base. Just screw it. I
yeah.
still float more than those turrets cost. It's kind of like that.
And I mean he has 68 SCVs. This madman.
Right, and now this bio ball with medics is moving across the map, but there are lurkers, and lurkers are being aggressive, and this ball can be caught. All those mutas can suffer. No, the sushi's microing them there. Looks like Masushi is trying to just catch this army from both sides.
Yeah,
And kill.
he's trying to get something done.
Maybe hold position lurkers there.
Science vessels are out though, so
Yeah.
that's
And right now it doesn't matter.
that's not an option. Hive tech
Gas on the edit.
is 3/4 done. Irradiate on the lurkers. Third gas is coming up from Suchi. It's pretty late though.
Oh, there's two Valkyries killing mutas near interface of turn. But not enough Valkyries. I thought they were enough. But mutas are more than enough to deal with them. And right now Terran broke this contain.
Yeah, and this is pretty bad because like there's nothing at the third base to defend. He's now scrambling to build Sun colonies. Okay, he is getting two lurkers there.
Lurkers are not on the ramp. What are you doing?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, they are easily can be picked off.
They
like
easily
that.
dispatched, and now he can just one up and kill the third, I think.
Oh my god, this is so unnecessary. I mean, you just put those two lurkers on top of the ramp, and you're done.
Yeah, he is defending this, but I suppose, yeah, there's already like a second Terran army coming, and he has two dropships, so
Masushi dealt with this force, but lost so much. Like it's kinda inefficient trade being on 3 base with such low drone number.
yeah, true.
I don't know. Terran is just out of control, having so many minerals, so many SCVs, lots of production. And now taking third base, which cannot be denied, because Zerg has no units. Looking there.
Yeah, true. And there's the eraser at the third base.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Killing even more drones. Double vessel eraser.
Yeah, Masuchi
Kill
is-
gas drones as well.
Yeah, he's trying to get Scourge coming in now, but it's not really working. That dropship coming in, but they're mutalisks. Is Masuchi going to be able to see this? Like, he is looking for something, but... Oh. Not finding it yet, and now he saw the dropship.
That's nice at least.
Oh yeah,
Reinforced
he will be.
there.
Yeah, that was great. Like, getting this dropship for free is pretty big, and now he got the fighters, and Consume is nearly finished.
Yeah, Masushi is going to stay alive. This is for sure. With defilers, with consume down. But still on 3 bases. Taking this strange, greedy base with 2 gas at the very top left is nice if you can defend it, but it's so risky.
Yeah. And Masuchi's now trying to move across the map with his Lurker Defiler Circling Army. He got Carapace 1, Terran is on attack 2.
Consume's done,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, of course.
Nice attempt, but there are so many vessels.
Yeah.
I'm afraid every defiler will be irradiated. Nice
Oh,
scourge.
Scourge. But they don't get a single vessel.
I thought they should have killed one for sure too.
He did cancel the bait at the 12 o'clock position though, and he is trying to take the bait at the 11 o'clock position. So maybe if he can get this and double
There
gas
could be
going.
swarm on top of the ramp.
Oh yeah.
This is nice.
Oh, this
He
is
needs
really
another
nice.
swarm. Yeah. 3 bunkers. Kill. Yeah, I'm cheering for the Zerg to get back into this game. Because he was so behind.
Yeah, I mean he has to chew through 4k minerals though.
Yeah, this is still usually Terran favorite.
Yeah.
If Zerg defends 4th base and gets 4 gas, then we're talking.
He got his base now finished at the 11 o'clock position. And battle cruisers are about to start coming out from the Terran player.
That's cool to see.
I mean, it is pretty standard in late game ZVT.
Yeah, and some people just switch to mass battle cruisers, so it forces Zerg to spend so many gas to deal with them by scourging, or forces to make spores. They're very annoying.
Oh, that could be a big plague on the vessels. If he sees
Oh,
this.
so many scourge!
Ah, but he doesn't
And plague, he
plague.
missed the plague.
Okay, he gets a big plague on the Marines, which is something.
Masushi slowly started mining 4th gas. He needs to also build Nidus to his base.
Yeah. He's lucky though that Sorabi is really missing his macro beats. Like now he's starting to produce battle cruisers.
On 2 starports, that's nice. He has 4 starports total. 3 here, 1 there.
Oh, where do I hear? Sorabi's now trying to take his 4th bait at the 12 o'clock.
And this soft contain with Lurker Defiler is so close to the natural. I'm afraid if Terran is not careful, they can move in and swarm everything.
Yeah, but I think there are too many vessels, and I'm scared for when the battle cruisers are coming out that there's not really an answer.
Yeah, Masushi needs to kill those vessels.
Oh.
He's trying to do it with Scourge, but it's so hard when Surabi's snipering.
Yeah, he needs a dark swarm to keep the infantry units busy.
Feel also late game, it's so much better to plague every vessel, like use one plague and then build a muta
Yeah.
or a couple and then deal with vessels like that, rather than try to scourge them on top of the bio. It's so micro intensive and so like rarely works. Scourge. Like to see plagues. And now what's important is that Surabi found his base. And there's nothing there except for 3 lurkers.
Yeah.
No Nidus, no way to reinforce. I'm not sure why he waits. It's just one lurker you can push right now.
Battle cruisers are also out. They're making their way down to the south. Meanwhile, Masuchi is, I think, gearing up for a counterattack at the natural.
It's a nice counterattack. Maybe it can work.
Yeah, but he'd need Dark Swarm to like really get into the main and on top of the production. Even then, he's losing his fourth base
and spending so many so much gas on ultra discs, you don't have enough defilers to swarm and plague at the same time.
and
On
that
3 gas,
cool.
it's impossible. You need 4th gas to make ultra discs and defilers. Nice Goros in the main base, forcing some attention from our Terran player.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the whole army reserve, and there are battle cruisers, so I don't think you can
Yeah, and
feel
like
it as a Zerg.
yeah, and Sarabi got like everything taken care of. He got like 5 bases now. He got 3 mining bases, 5 bases in total. And the main base attack is about to peter out, and then he can just attack the 3rd or something.
2 battle cruisers in the Zerg natural,
Oh yeah,
killing all the
killing
drones.
everything.
And there is nothing to deal with them. You need a lot of Scourge. Hide is not enough. Or maybe it's enough. Yeah, with Dark Swarm it's enough for sure. But so many drones already on the field.
And there's 4 more battle cruisers coming, like. And they got 1/1 upgrades even.
At this point, Terran can switch to mass battle cruisers and just finish this game.
Yeah. He should switch to masked ghosts, like just replace every removed ghost. That would be cool.
Yeah, or that.
And nukes.
Anything at this point. Zerg is on like 1 base mining, essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5. In the main, there's just 4 patches.
And there's like, how many battle cruisers are on the map? I see 4, 5, 6, 7.
A nice number.
Like, this is getting into fantasy GG territory. I'm not really sure what like Masuchi is like, if he's like, yeah, if I just can hold out, I can still win.
Yeah, with Terran, it's the longer the game goes, the worse sometimes it is, especially when there's some kind of mech units transitions. Battle cruisers are not that, like they are close to mech units. If they get like 3-3-3 sometimes, it's just so hard to kill. At this stage, it's nothing you can do.
Masuchi is really trying hard and he's killing a lot of battle cruisers and stuff, but I just feel like he doesn't have the eco to compete with the Terran.
Yeah, there was nice plague on top of all those vessels.
And he is
But
now
it doesn't
switching
matter.
into full Hydra.
There'll be another plague soon. I think. Oh, it's this one.
Yeah. Sarabi's now going back to fire again. I think he like missed a few beats because he was a bit too overconfident in his battle cruisers.
Right, but I don't see a way out for the Even doing this attack is not expanding the time. Only now there is the drone sent onto the fourth location, but it's so late.
He is taking care of another Terran attack which was coming towards his natural.
Looks like it's full Hydra Lurker transition. At this point, Hydras are getting ranged upgrades.
Masuchi is also trying to take a fourth base at the 9 o'clock position, so let's see how this is going to go. This is crazy.
Bruce is in the chat, by the way. We casted his game.
Oh yeah, we
sometime
casted
ago.
KQs. What, this last week? I think, yeah.
I think so.
And the game is still going on. Sarabi is pulling more battle cruisers. He is running out of gas though. And Masuchi is trying to like take a fight at the 9 o'clock position. Hydras are surprisingly good against Marines.
Especially Plague Marines.
Yeah, and that's the plague on the battle cruisers. And the Darkstorm. Yeah, he's going to crush this army.
And Masushi is being very cost efficient.
Yeah.
Almost at the very end of his game. And still trying to expand. Maybe if this expand survives, maybe there is something further into this.
Yeah, true.
Seeing how many bases Terran has and how many resources, it's so... Like, I don't see a way out for the Zerg.
Yeah.
So hard.
But I mean, he has been playing like with 60 supply versus max out Terran for like 20 minutes now, and he's continuing.
Yeah, this is so nice to see. And this shows how good Brood War is. When you get more army, like a larger supply, it's so hard to control everything. You can start being efficient, maybe waste some units here and there. And then you have less bases, less things to control. Small unit squads can do really nice things.
Is Sarabi really going to lose his... Yeah, he's going to lose his 12 o'clock base, maybe?
If he loses 12, he's on one base, right?
Yeah, but there's now a big marine blob coming down the middle of the map.
Yeah, Masushi won't be ready. There are not enough units, no defilers that I can see.
There's one scrambling to get down there.
Yeah, Marines and Hydras are fighting under Dark Swarm and nobody can kill each other.
Now the Darkstorm is running out and the Hydras are all dying.
So many battle cruisers.
And Masuchi did retake his 9 o'clock base. And he is defending with Darkstorm and Defilers again, so he will live to fight another day.
Couple of altars here and there into the mix. Very nice fights from Masushi.
Yeah.
Like being at such disadvantage and being able to fight so cost efficiently. This is crazy.
But now...
Now only melee units can deal on Dark Swarm. Damage on Dark Swarm. It's so fun to watch. Oh,
Quadruple,
battle cruisers.
yeah, there was a 4 times Yamato cannon at the towards the category, which is now going to die.
This is what kills Masushi, I think, because this was the very... Oh, he has another... How he's not mined out yet? I don't know.
Because
What is this game?
because he's been on 26 drones the whole game.
Right.
And he's
You
holding on
don't
a
build
Dark
drones. You have more chance into the late game.
Oh my god, there are no... Okay, now he's manning the bunkers. I was just going to say he's going to wreck before clock face. Oh, there's a Dark Swarm, so he's going to wreck it.
Yeah, one spell. No problem.
And Masuchi's still holding on.
Okay, if this base dies from Terran, there is another fully mining base. Then there is the base at the top. And Zerg is kind of on 2 bases because he didn't drone in the beginning.
Yeah. I guess he's holding on as long as he can.
But now the Marines are reinforcing and this base was not killed.
And this is still no reason to give up.
There is 4 battle cruisers, not even damaged.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't have Hydras right now. Ah, he is going back into Hydras.
Masushi tries to retake base behind that once again. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a great play, hitting all of the battle cruisers.
For battle cruisers you need multiple plagues. One plague is even not enough to lower their HP.
Masuchi did deny the top left base. But there are like 5 more battle cruisers on the way toward that position. There is a fighter though, so he can Dark Swarm.
Yeah, nice snipes with those Hydras on top of those battle cruisers.
He isn't reacting. Because he was looking at the middle of the map.
Right, and Defiler, all the links were killed at the top. Like, there's so many battle cruisers this game. Zerg is starved for gas. Nice decision to fight with Hydras, but now there's the counter-attack on the bottom base. The Terran bunkers are killed.
Yeah, kind of like... He somehow makes it work. But there's like a... Others, how many battle cruisers are there? 8 battle cruisers flying towards the 3rd base.
Yeah, I would like to see a universe where Masushi wins this game in the end, and this will be like the most, you know, epic game to watch.
Yeah.
How he finally pulls it back and wins this game. But seeing the Terran army right now, I don't think so. Again, Plague needs Swarm. And Yamatos are killing all the pirates.
Yeah. And I think this should finally be it.
Yeah, it's like get out of this game, Yamatos.
Yeah, Masuchi left. This was something.
Yeah, I really like this one. Back and forth, kinda. When you think it's already over, it's still kinda not over.
Yeah, this was kind of crazy.
Very nice game.
Yeah. So we got our final standing. This one we got all the games. We got 2 losses and 2 wins for Sarabi. We got 3 losses and 1 win for Masuchi, although he's definitely the winner of the hearts after the last game. We got 2 wins and 2 losses for Seraph. Slayer just won all of his game by doing the weirdest builds ever. Especially the first game, like everyone, if you didn't catch the game, watch the game Slayer versus Seraph. This game was such a giant middle finger to everything I thought I knew about the game, and I have to completely rethink my StarCraft life after this. And Too Sexy for You with 1 win and 3 losses. Great games, everyone. And I hope everyone in the chat had fun and who watched, and you're getting the last words.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. The games were really great. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.